I don't care if you just found out Slick Rick was born is British. If you up fam smash me, vote that dang shit. That thing. Shit up. I'm your host, your boy Blue, come to you live and direct from the stack. Smoke me out, fam. That's how he does it after that part. Anyways, on my far right, took people down the ones and twos, Kronos.
My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. I'm just ferocious.
Yeah.
Nice. And then on my far left, we have the oldest ninja in the world, old Ninja.
We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise.
We back up in this again. It's Wednesday, 8:34 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We came to bring that dankness. Prodigy's out there running away from Zuck.
Yeah.
Running like recent footage, all kind of stuff.
He saw that, Zuck is doing the MMA training. And apparently rented out a whole damn arena to watch UFC fight night. So, he's got Zuck money. So there's that.
He's like the fourth richest person in the world or some shit, right?
He's got enough money to really change things on the planet, but, he won't. So
none of those top people, Jeff Bezos won't, Elon Musk won't.
I got a little visitor.
Oh, hey. Look at that baby.
He's hiding behind my chair. I don't run over his feet. Can you see him?
I hear laughter.
I see the top of his head.
Let's see.
Somebody lose a baby.
Hey. Somebody lose a baby.
That's a cute lost baby.
Keith. Hey, it's a baby.
Let me do the stats real quick. Listener of the week would be Wolf's Howl Repost. Thank you very much for listening to us and hopefully reposting because you're a repost user.
Repost?
So yeah, thank you. And first in the chat will be my daughter. So hi, how you doing, Lilith?
So wait,
and my sister.
You saying that? No, the new person he beat out the long. We had someone that was number one for weeks.
Yeah, Zor.
Yeah, he got beat out.
Yeah, every now and again he gets beat out. Yeah, it's pretty rare.
Dude, it's crazy. I just learned while listening to Sandman Act 3 that Lilith. I didn't know Lilith was basically. I'm not sure if it's in the Bible or not, but I think she was the first. I guess woman girlfriend for Adam that God created.
Yeah.
Before he created Eve.
Yeah.
And I guess she's like the first. She's like the mother of demons or some shit. I know that.
Yeah. Lilith is the first demon or something, but yeah, apparently Lilith was Adam's first wife. She's very popular during Halloween.
His first wife, but also it says in the Bible there's no divorce. So, Anyway,
maybe she died.
Well, crazy because she was killed. In Sandman, they talk about how Adam had a third wife, and God created her in front of him, so he got to see her like go from like bones to like muscles to veins and saw like all of her organs and stuff getting created in front of her, and he found her repulsive.
Yeah, he's all,
so God just pretty much destroyed her.
He's all ill. She's too thick.
She didn't have a name.
Could you imagine how much of an asshole you had to be if you were a person? There was very few people on the planet, and somebody created a whole ass person in front of you, and you were just like, "Ew, I saw you created," and they just killed the person. Like Jesus Christ, that's pretty messed up. That's a whole person.
Yeah, it's almost like if you see a baby be born and you're just like, you know what, kill it. Oh, that went dark. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not bad. Oh yeah, so in the Hebrew Bible, Lilith is mentioned in the book of Isaiah. She was banished from the Garden of Eden for not complying and obeying Adam.
Damn.
Because the Bible's all about obeying, especially men, obeying men, and then God, or God and then men. Either way, it's a ridiculous, in my opinion, book from a long time ago. So they need an updated version. All right, and even when they do updated versions, like with the like the Mormons, people make fun of them, or Scientology make fun of that. Even though Scientology is not really based on the Bible, but
it's not based on.
Yeah, Mormonism is, and people just mock it all the time.
And the Book of Islam is separate from the Bible as well.
Yeah.
So
only book I pray to is the Book of Batman.
Well, yeah, it is. As my sister correctly pointed out, there's stories in the Bible that are stolen content. So all of it is. I mean, It's a collection of books that were based upon various stories from the Middle East. So, and Africa, which the Middle East is part of Africa, or the other way around.
Yeah, well, North Africa.
Yeah, northeast.
Mm-hmm.
The hell?
So, I got
Ain't
some.
talking anymore.
I got my 40 ounce ready. I gotta pour out some of this liquor. So I forgot what I poured out. Oh, we're gonna do some Old English this week. I would do some Kentucky whiskey, but that's just precious. So I'm gonna pour out some Old English this week for Loretta Lynn. She was a country music star who carved out her music and image of the Kentucky coal country from hardscrabble beginnings in Butcher Hollow, Tennessee, to country music star. Her hit song "Coal Miner's Daughter" in 1980 became an autobiographical book, which then became an Oscar-winning Hollywood movie. Uh, Her life was detailed in the movie as being married at 15, a mother at 16, and she was a grandmother in her 30s. Her husband, who was her manager, and he was also a whiskey bootlegger. Most of her songs were about her marriage. She had a 6-decade career in country music. She's been nominated 18 times for a Grammy. She's only won 3, and she had 24 number one hits. She toured on the road for 57 years until she had a stroke in 2017. Her sister Crystal Gale is also a big country music star. Loretta Lynn died at her home in her sleep at the age of 90. Next up, I'm probably gonna butcher this name, but this technically isn't her real name. Sachin Littlefinger, the first Native American woman.
Little Feather.
Oh, I'm sorry, Little
She
Feather.
was
Yes.
not in Game of Thrones.
She was not. Well, maybe. Uh, she's the first Native American woman to stand on stage at the Oscars. She made headlines for calling attention to discrimination and injustice against the American Indians in 1973. She made history and headlines by declining the Best Actor prize on behalf of Marlon Brando at that year's Academy Awards to an estimated 85 million viewers. Brando had written a speech for her to advocate for Native rights, but she had said she couldn't deliver it because of time, which was really a threat from the producer of the show that she would be arrested if she took longer than 1 minute. Marlon Brando, his award for that year was for The Godfather, which he did not appear to the Academy Awards. She appeared in a few movies usually in westerns, but she said she was blacklisted or quote unquote red listed, as she put it, by Hollywood studios who refused to hire her because of her Oscar appearance. She died here in the Bay Area in Marin County at the age of 75 due to breast cancer.
It's crazy if you watch her speech that she gives at the Oscars, you hear people booing her, and it's fucking sad because her message is basically talking about how like Native Americans are being treated and like all this stuff's going wrong, but you got people fucking booing her.
So at the time, there was a standoff in South Dakota at the shit, I just lost it. But there was a standoff between federal agents and Native Americans in South Dakota. I just had it. I want to say it's like the OK Corral, but that's super fucking not right. But yeah, she was trying to bring how like there was some shooting between the two. I guess 2 natives died and 1 federal agent got paralyzed from the standoff. So, the standoff was at Wounded Knee. There we go. That's what it's some Wounded Knee in the North Dakota, South Dakota. So she was bringing attention to that, and people at that time they didn't care. So she was actually very active in the Bay Area. She did a lot of charity work. There you
go. Sorry, I'm reading up on Loretta Lynn.
Loretta Lynn?
Yeah, there was some like racist stuff about her. My sister brought up. I didn't know about her, so I looked it up.
You know about Loretta Lynn?
No, I don't listen to country music, man.
You never heard
The
of the Coal
racist.
Miner's Daughter? The
I mean,
movie?
I've heard of the fighter
Nope.
who got her ass whooped by I forget her fucking name.
Oh.
That really
I know.
good,
I know. Loretta King.
Yeah, you mean Claretta? Is it
Correct.
Loretta
Oh,
or
yeah.
Claretta?
Correct.
was
It's Loretta with an L.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That was
So this is the quote that she said. It was in front of. It was at a concert, and she said, "If you people don't know what coal looks like, here is somebody who knows what coal is all about." And she looked at the plaintiff, who was a black guy, and then she said, black is beautiful, ain't it, honey?" So she compared him to coal, and yeah, that's not great.
Oh wow.
So
That's like a.
and she got sued
That's
for
like
it. So
Oh,
what's it
dang.
called when you like a when you insult somebody, but you like it's like beautiful, whatever.
a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. It was a backhanded compliment. Like, oh yeah, you're beautiful like this coal.
Or I think the more PC term is passive aggressive compliment.
Yes. And
Yeah.
it is Corella Scott King. That's
Yeah.
her name, not Loretta.
Loretta. Wait, Coretta Scott King is Martin Luther King's wife. Loretta Lynn.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Country music.
he made a mistake.
No, but
yeah.
I made a
okay.
mistake and said Loretta.
Okay.
There is
Just-
Cruella DeVille.
Yeah. Oh, that's Cruella. Cruella. Sure.
All right. Before we get started, I want to. So at my work, there are people are starting to return to office. So they had like a return to office kind of party yesterday. Not yesterday, on Monday. Was it yesterday? No, it was Monday. And like they had this cool like setup. So when I walked, because they had everything set up in like the quad by like the break room, or not break room, by the cafeteria, right? And I had asked about it, like, oh hey, what's going on? They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have like music and like games and this and that for you to play. And it was really cool. I stopped by and actually played and stuff. But they said they're gonna have like a drink making station. I was like, bet I'll be there. I'll be there. Like you said, I'll be there. But they didn't say alcohol. They said like a drink making station.
It was all like Shirley
Basically
Temples
what
and shit.
Well, no, so basically what they had is they had these mason jars and they had like dried fruit in it. They had two lines where like you could make something that where you can use like whiskey and tequila, and they had another line where you can use like gin and vodka for making a drink. So I got into the bourbon line or the whiskey line because I'm your boy Blue. And so what it was, so I'm drinking this right now. It was orange. It was dried up oranges, dates, sugar cubes, a cinnamon stick, and a few like raw sugar cubes. And basically what you do is you pour in your favorite bourbon into it and you let it sit in the refrigerator for 2 days, and then you enjoy it. And I'm drinking it right now, and this shit is hella good. Like, goddamn. And it's got like, it tastes like fall. So you can't see it right now, but I mean, it looks like regular bourbon, but man, this is like really good. And then I put a little bit of a couple of dashes of bitter and some simple syrup in it to make it an old fashioned. And oh man, I wish it was hot. I think probably would prefer to drink this hot because it kind of have like a hot toddy feel to it. Like it just seems like it would just soothe your soul as you're drinking it. But yeah, I'm impressed that they did that for us. But also they had like they had a basketball game in the court where you got to shoot the ball 6 times, and for every basket you made, they would donate like a food and stuff for families. So I was able to I made 3 out of my 6 shots. The height wasn't basketball league or league legal or whatever it's called, but yeah, it was still pretty fun though. Got some good food. They had arcade games there too, so they had like Miss Pac-Man, a couple of pinball machines for everybody to play. But yeah, there was like a bunch of people, but overall it was still pretty good.
That's pretty cool. I hope to never have a welcome back party at my job because I'm 500 miles away from where my office is now. So there's that.
Do they have any campuses out there in San Diego?
I think there's an HP office, but I work for HPE, so I don't know. There's a guy that lives like a couple cities over from me that's sort of part of my group, so I don't. They have plans for like getting stuff to us, so it's okay. We have people all over the world, so
yeah.
If I need stuff, I can get it. It just sometimes it takes time. Like for instance, I needed a docking station for my new laptop, and I ordered it, and it took so goddamn long that I just bought it myself. And then literally, I ordered this motherfucking shit last year, and they mailed it to me after I already moved, and so I have no idea where it is. Like, just got
Oh shit.
yeah. Just that kind of
What's
pissed me off.
that? I know the supply shortage and stuff like that, so that could explain it, but
But I also bought it,
yeah,
so there's that.
yeah, true. And plus, you work for the company that makes it, or I guess
Yeah,
a division of a company that makes it.
it's quite
Wait.
embarrassing.
Do you guys use HP laptops
Yeah, we do.
at HP? Okay. Because I worked at Apple, I was kind of requesting a PC just to be that
Just to mess
guy.
with them. Yeah.
I totally would have been that guy, or I would have been like, "Hey, can I like build one with the like an allowance that they give, or like tell an IT guy like, hey, can you bring me a PC?"
I did rock my Android phone though.
Yeah, that's kind of a must. I asked for a more powerful laptop because the ones we had were just like, there are these road warriors that are for people that are like salespeople that go and travel and stuff.
Oh,
So it's light and nice and stuff, but it had like no horsepower, and I have to like parse like pretty heavy logs and do a bunch of performance graphs and shit like that, and just like basically catch my old laptop on fire. So
I hate that.
yeah.
That's why I selected my laptop, because I was like, I got the processor I wanted. It was like on super discount. I was like, because it's really hard to find what I got at the price that I got it. I was like, holy shit! Like an Intel i Core 7, an i7, it's still pretty expensive nowadays. I'm like, holy shit! I got mine for less than 1,000. Y'all spending 1,100 plus on i7.
Yeah, a lot of components right now. I don't know if you saw the latest NVIDIA graphics cards, but they're just the fucking prices are just.
I've heard
they're
about. I've heard
insane.
about.
Like, bro, you tell me it's $1,400 fucking dollars for a graphics card? $1,400.
God damn.
There's one that they make. It's 10 grand for a single card.
Well, those are different. So those are for like actual graphics processing. But I'm just talking. This is a normal like gaming.
Oh, you're talking about the gaming one? Yeah.
Like the GeForce line. I'm like $1,400 for a GeForce. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I think they're doing another one. I think in December it's going to be like 2 grand or 2,200 or some shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck? How y'all gonna drop this and then drop another one? That's even more.
Dude, graphic cards are basically mini computers on their own now. Like,
the
fucking power they have behind them.
I mean, sort of.
They got like their own memory and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it's the 4000 series. Yeah, it's the RTX 4000.
Damn, that's doing too much
price. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like, it starts like around the grand. Okay, it starts at $900. $900.
You know why? Because they got to pay for that new facility that they're buying. Dude, the facility that they have, it's been there for a while. And they bought the property across the street from them, talking about NVIDIA. And now they're building a bridge because it has to go over an expressway. So the expressway is 4 lanes, north and south, north and south. So they got to build a bridge that goes over all those lanes. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, what are they building there? It almost looks like a college campus, but it's NVIDIA. So they need to pay for all that stuff. So they need your $1,400+ So go and support them.
That's not how that works. That's not how that's supposed to work. Yeah, I'm looking at here. It is. It's the NVIDIA RTX 4090 Ti costs $1,600. I'm like, that's a price of like, used to be the price of a gaming PC, like all together. So yeah, that's crazy.
Now that's just one component. That's wild.
Yeah.
I bet you VR is fucking insane on that damn thing.
It better be.
Yeah.
For that amount of money.
I mean, at this point, I technically I could afford it, but I'm just like, why? Because honestly, for VR, I've been seeing really good things about the PlayStation 2 VR. I'm sorry, the PlayStation VR 2 is what it's called. You get it's 4K in each eye, and it's got eye tracking, and it's got like all the bells and whistles of like the latest, HTC Vive and all that stuff. And it's just like, I don't know what the price is going to be, but if it's anywhere less than like $700, maybe $800, it's probably gonna be less than that though. But yeah, I'm gonna pick one up. So.
How much was the original?
I don't know. It's going to probably be more expensive than the original because of shortages
Oh,
on
yeah.
stuff. I don't know why they're saying what bothers me about the shortages on things. It's like, yeah, there's a shortage, but it doesn't mean you have to jack up the price. But at the same time, I understand, supply and demand. But it's like if you're selling out of these things so fast, like I don't, it seems like kind of greedy to me. You know, the
Kind
the PS5, for instance, like to me, it was reasonably priced. And obviously, it kept selling out, but they kept the price reasonable. I understand they just raised the price in some other markets, but they didn't raise it by like $1,000 like these fucking graphics cards. You know what I mean? They raised it by like I think it was like 50 or maybe $100, and it's just like okay, for what you're getting for the PS5, it's still a steal. The PS5 boots faster than the fastest gaming rig for booting into games, and nobody's PCs. They're not going to, even if you have this $1,600 graphics card, you're still going to boot at the same speed. So getting into the game is it's kind of, that's one of the things that's actually the downside of like a Steam Deck, is I got kind of spoiled about the PS5 booting into everything like so goddamn fast, and like I had to get used to like load screens again, like doing something else to occupy my time while the screen is loading.
That's wild. That's pretty funny, actually.
Well, right
yeah,
now the PlayStation VR, which comes with a copy of Marvel's Iron Man, it's a Iron Man VR bundle, and it's only $350,
Yeah.
and it's compatible with the PS5.
Yeah, so I mean
But you have to buy an adapter for it.
Yeah, so I mean that's cool. But one thing that sucks though is that you can't play PSVR games on the PSVR 2 for now. So
you heard apparently there's supposed to be a PlayStation 5 Plus coming.
Maybe, yeah.
MI2. It hasn't been officially announced, but everyone keeps saying, "Oh, these seem to be the specs that Sony seems to be running and posting about or whatnot." And I'm like, okay, cool. I guess it'll be roughly the same price, maybe
It's
50.
still-
Well, I don't know why they're doing a Plus version yet. So what are they going to improve upon?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like a chipset that helps it do security or run faster.
Nobody
There's been, huh?
No gamer gives a goddamn fuck about security.
No,
they don't. Like, can it play my game? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's all they care about. Or will it look pretty?
Yeah.
I need it to look pretty.
My question is, can you buy a PlayStation 5?
No,
Like, are they in stock now at stores?
You can install
right now,
but it's pretty rare.
Mhm.
I'm on PlayStation's site right now, and there's not a link on here to buy a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, there's a couple sites that let you, like Target. I guess Target will let you know when they get them in stock, but you need to get there, and they won't hold on to it for too long. They will sell it to someone else if you don't come and get it that day, and then they're out until the next shipment. So
Oh, wait a minute.
If there's any on
Wait a minute. Oh, it's available. See these sneaky fucks. I'm on Amazon right now. I looked up the PS5, and it says it gives you a price, but it's available by invitation. You have to be invited to get one. I'm like, how about I just buy it? Like, why do I gotta be invited? Obviously, I want it. Why you need an invitation? That's not how invitations work.
Yeah, on here it says the next wave of invitations will be sent on October 7th. So in 2 days, whoever signed up for a request invitation, they're gonna get an invitation soon if they qualify.
Yeah,
dude. It's been the PS5 came out like
2 years
like
ago.
a year or so now.
Well, not 2 years maybe. Was it a year?
2020, wasn't it? End of 2020.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
it came out during the pandemic, like during like the shitty part of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm. So
damn, that's wild. It's still hard to get. What about I mean, I know the Switch is hard to find still.
The Switch?
Switch is always.
You can.
I mean, you can still get it.
You can get the Switch is easy to find. The Switch OLED is a little harder, but it's still way easier to find than the fucking PS5. You can buy a Switch in the store right now, but you
can buy it on Amazon right now too.
Yeah.
So it's $350. It's $350.
Oh yeah.
Wait, how much was
even the OLED? You can get over. I can get it overnighted to my house right now at 4 a.m. right now with the OLED Switch.
But so I was gonna say, how much was the Steam Deck?
Mine was like around $700 with taxes and all that stuff, but they have like 3 different versions. I just bought the most expensive one.
Okay, because that's like $300 more than the That's twice the price of the Switch.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
also like more than twice the console of the Switch, so
mhm.
it's they're not even really comparable. The only thing that the Switch has over the Steam Deck, which is also one of my small complaints, is that the screen is better. As far as like the blacks, because it's an OLED screen, and
Mhm.
so just like it looks objectively better when you put them side by side. So,
Let's see. PS5
but
Pro.
well,
This
actually,
is to launch in 2023 or
yeah, I
2024.
doubt it. Sorry, there's a caveat to what I just said. Games might look nicer on the Switch, like as far as the screen goes, but the graphics on the Switch are not nearly as good as the Switch. If that makes any sense to you, like you can't play Elden Ring on the Switch. It'd be impossible. That shit would just catch on fire, or it'd be it'd be a greatly reduced graphics on there if you can get Elden Ring on there. On mine, Elden Ring looks like a PS4 at least. So, yeah.
Oh, so apparently this version is rumored to have a separate external disk drive that would be sold with the unit.
I mean, you could just mine has an external drive. It's sitting on top of it right now.
Oh,
Like,
and I saw, yeah, it's just I'm looking at like these probable specs and rumors from Games Radar, which is based in the Bay, actually. So they're showing like designs and stuff like that. This is actually fairly long, but oh, there's some specs listed. I'm assuming that these are assumed specs. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, there's nothing official, but there's been some pretty heavy rumors about a PS5
be right back.
Pro. So I don't know what else they be doing. Maybe it'll transform.
Yeah, maybe. Looks like
Transform.
Columbus stepping
It,
out for a bit. Hey, you want to talk about that Harley Quinn?
oh, did you finish it or what?
Yes, I did finish it, and holy shit, it was amazing. I wonder if it's Lilith in the chat. 'Cause I know she's been wanting us to talk about it. I know we touched on it a little bit, but man, this series, this season was fucking great. Like at first, I felt like it was kind of slow because I thought last season was like a lot funnier, but then all of a sudden, just shit started to hit the fan.
Like quick, actually. Like I think
Yeah,
the first episode was probably the first one.
yeah. The first episode was fucking hilarious as hell, especially when they went on their little their honeymoon.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
That shit was fucking crazy. Oh, she hasn't caught up.
Oh, she's
But
not
yeah,
caught up. But
no,
all
but
I know is that they brought in the Court of Owls. I know the Court of Owls is a super popular.
yo, that shit fucking that shit had me rolling on
They
the
put
ground.
out a Court of Owls orgy. I was not ready
Mm-hmm.
because
I was
I wasn't paying attention to the title. The title of the episode literally says orgy in it. And I didn't
mm-hmm.
read it, and I was like, "What the hell is happening?" I had to pause the show because I was laughing. I'm like, "Dude, there's no way." And then when you pause it, it gives you, what episode you're on in the name of the episode. And I
Detail. Yeah.
saw G. I was like, "Oh, okay. No wonder this is like this because there's a Court of Owls big ass orgy with all these elite people." It was literally like Eyes Wide Shut, except they're in owl costumes. It was
Yeah.
it was super wild.
It was really gross. But
Oh,
then like I did like the scene where Poison Ivy kind of got glammed up when she entered that power realm,
oh,
that spirit,
she went to the
this plant
green.
spirit realm or whatever.
She went to the
Yeah,
green. To the
she went to
green.
the green. She got all powered up and shit. She was looking fucking nice for an animated character.
It's funny 'cause everyone kept talking about her glow up because she's not like a dress up kind of gal, and she says it. She's I'm not like kind of like
Yeah,
this. Frank the plant was all about it too, and he even predicts, "Oh, you're gonna get at least 3 compliments before the end of the day."
yeah,
But
that shit was fucking
sure enough,
hilarious.
one by
Dude,
one.
Frank, I like that. What's it? JB Smooth does the voice of Frank. Like
Yeah,
that plant is just hilarious altogether.
yeah, he's
But
super
then
great.
like the shit that happens with King Shark and his brother, it's like
Oh
because
yeah,
King Shark like in all different like avenues when they portray him, he's like a dumb fish shark character. But in this, he's like super like he's intelligent. And he's like he seems like a really nice chill guy. And then like the shit goes down with his brother, and it talks about how he has to eat his other brothers. It's
yeah.
like what the hell?
Well,
But
the
that's
one
true. That's what happened with sharks, right? Like there's like
they
multiple
can
born.
during a feeding frenzy, they can like eat each other. Some bigger sharks will eat smaller sharks. So
Well, don't
The
they
thing
don't
that
they
they
eat each other
always-
inside the wound?
No, there because some very few. So there are some species of sharks that will give birth to live sharks, but most popular ones, I guess the big ones, they give birth in eggs. They lay like shark eggs, and so they leave them in the ocean, and they pop out, and then they take off. And usually the parents aren't around when they hatch. So yeah, it just depends. I guess it depends on the species of shark. But the thing
So
that they gloss over kind of a lot, at least in the Suicide Squad and these newer like animation iterations, that uh King Shark, he is a king. Like he's from royalty. Like he comes from an underwater kingdom that's at odds with Atlantis as well.
Mhm.
So
like
it's funny to me. At least the show addressed it in a very different way, but
yeah.
it's still pretty funny.
Yeah, I know that since Liz haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it too much. But there's a lot of fucking well, there's a lot of fucking, especially with Harley and Poison Ivy. But like, there's a lot of Easter eggs with like the with Batman, like
Mhm.
when they go into his brain and like all the like different movies and stuff. It's almost like they did what they did in Lego Batman, which was
Mm.
fucking funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot more of the Bat family. There's a lot of Catwoman this season, and she seems to not give a fuck about anything.
About nobody.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck about nothing. Not even her house. She lets Harley and all of them like literally stay in the house. The only thing she does care about is her cats.
Yeah,
Don't touch the cats, and like even the
don't
jewelry.
go in that room.
Yeah, don't go in that room.
Or
Don't
was
make
the
sure.
room with her bathroom?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
What were you guys talking about? Sorry, I had to step away for a second.
I'm talking about Harley Quinn.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super weird, but I mean, it's just funny. What I didn't like about the series, it's what you brought up earlier before Blues, that Bruce Wayne, he's a simp. He's a complete
Yeah.
simp in this series. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, it kind of changes towards the end of the series, but like for the majority of the season, he's a simp. I mean, at least Batman is fairly competent in like season 1 and 2, and you don't
Mhm.
really see Batman this season. And when you do, you mostly see Bruce, and when you do, he's simping hard for Selena Kyle, like extra simping, like crying and shit over
Fucking,
dumb shit, over
he
like
even gets like
There's no
yeah,
emo, fucking sitting down playing the guitar.
there's no crying in Batman.
yeah, man, he'd be crying. It's a
Tony
little
smiling Batman.
weird, but
Well, there's also
there's a course correction though, so
yeah, but it's kind of crazy because they do touch upon like how his parents died in the alley and how he's held that, like that's like his motivation. And like you get like the way they portray it in like in the show, because Harley goes into his mind, is that like he's constantly living that scene over and over and over again. And like, yo, that shit's not healthy. Like you
yeah,
kind of gotta move on.
and
But it like haunts him.
yeah, but it's also pointed out to him that he needs to move on, and what he's doing isn't healthy, and someone tries to help him in a very strange way. So it's they try to help him, like, uncover, good memories, things that like actually like would help him move forward and have a healthy life. So it's
One
pretty
thing, one joke I wish they would have brought back, like while she was inside of his head, she should have been like, and quit fucking those bats, some shit like that. Because in the first season,
interesting.
she kept saying that Batman fucked bats, and like it's fucking hilarious. Like she even shows up in the Batcave and it's like, do you really fuck bats? The show's fucking hilarious.
Stupid. Actually, one of the better episodes, which I thought had a stupid premise, was the escape room, where they all
Oh
end up
yeah,
in the room. Holy shit. I was like, this is kind of stupid. But then when you watch it, it just gets crazier and crazier because people are dying and shit. I was like, oh shit, it's actually a trap. It's awesome. So it's funny
yeah.
because Beavis and Butthead, they do the same thing. Their first
Oh
episode of
yeah,
the season is an escape room. It's
that shit
hell.
was fucking hilarious. God
Oh my
damn.
god, that was so funny.
It was a true throwback to the fucking like the classic Beavis and Butthead, just modernized. Like I was
Yeah.
thinking, like, how are you gonna do Beavis and Butthead nowadays? And they did it, and I was like, holy shit, I can't get enough.
Yeah, they go back in time. It's awesome. And then they go forward in time. It's all it's super awesome. It's so good. It's cool because it's on. If you haven't seen it, it's on Paramount Plus, the movie and the series, and you can watch the first episode of the new season on YouTube. Actually, so there you go.
So about the sharks eating their siblings in the wound, it says that that's because as the shark develop their embryonic teeth, they start to eat the other embryos, killing their unborn brothers and sisters, as well as any unfertilized eggs.
What
They
species is shark?
survival on the fittest in the wound until only one shark remains, and this is from How Stuff Works website. So yeah, sharks eat each other in the wound. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, well, it depends on the species of shark. 'Cause some
It's a
sharks
tiger
lay
shark.
eggs. Okay, yeah, because some sharks very few give birth to live babies. Some do, some do not.
Well, it's kind of weird that a fish gives live birth. So,
Hmm.
so I was like,
It's almost like
why isn't there an umbilical cord? Oh, it's not a fucking mammal. So there you go.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a
what
pretty
do
it's a pretty shitty evolutionary trait there.
kangaroos or marsupials, do they have umbilical cords? Because don't the baby like crawl out and like crawl into the pouch?
Well, yeah, but the umbilical cord is not in the pouch. That's just
Yeah,
how
but are they born with one though? Wait, no, never mind.
I think they all are. I
No.
mean, if you're
No, I'm thinking. Yeah, I was thinking of for some reason umbilical cord stays with the baby as they come
oh
out.
no, yeah, Jesus, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, it's like that. That was it. Was it SNL or was it Mad TV? The skit where the guy is still connected to his mom by umbilical cord.
Oh yeah, it's a gross joke, but yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
let's talk about Black Panther: Wakanda Forever real quick, because
Okay.
I had an interesting conversation like real quick with VZA Victor with his wife
Oh,
on the Book of Faces about this, and I thought it was something I didn't really think about before, because we've been going back and forth about like how interesting it is that they're going with sort of like this, you know, Latin American take on Atlantis, and she said that it's not Atlantis. It's gonna be
no.
hopefully I don't murder this goddamn name.
Oh,
Tla-
Techniclotl.
no, Tlaocan. So
Okay.
she's saying that it's based on that, which is Aztec mythology, but that hasn't been confirmed yet that I've seen like anywhere. But honestly, I think it'd be kind of cooler if they did. For a couple of reasons. The first one, the main one being that there's two Atlantises now because there's one. We already have one in the DCEU, so and we already have Aquaman. So this would be another way to distinguish Aquaman's Atlantis from Namor and Tlaocan, which I think would be really cool. And it's also really cool to pull in like a whole other culture, sort of like the way that we have Wakanda having something that's more based on real. Well, not real. It's mythology, Aztec mythology. I think that's really cool to like bring those two cultures together. And I'm all for it if they do that. I have no problem with them changing the name, like retconning all of Atlantis and just calling it Tlaocan or however you pronounce it.
Is this the one with the T or the Q? Is it the Q E?
Tlaocan.
Okay.
Oh damn! I like this.
There's actually an Aztec hero in Marvel, and he has a similar.
Well, there's a
fun-
Thor and a Hercules too in DC's thing as well
Yeah.
as in Marvel.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I like.
Go ahead.
I like what they're doing with Namor and like the kind of the Aztec theme behind him. It looks, at least from the trailer, it looks fucking beautiful and like it looks great so far. I'm liking it. And then we got to see Namor flying, which is fucking dope. Like him fucking like
wing
cloud in the sky and shit was fucking badass.
I know that Prodigy refuses to watch this film because
go ahead.
yeah, he does. He's one couple reasons. One, he says that Atlantis and Wakanda, obviously in the comics they fight. The two kingdoms or go to war, but to not have Namor versus T'Challa, he felt like that's a disservice or not true to form. But I'm like, yeah, but I mean, we're getting a Black Panther. I mean, if you've seen the new trailer, it looks pretty. To me, it looks pretty obvious who the new Black Panther is. But
Yeah,
you know,
and it would be comic accurate. Now, I understand his gripe would probably be they still said that there's not going to be they're not going to replace Chadwick Boseman. I'm still calling bullshit on that, even though they said it. If the internet can change, shitty Sonic into cool looking Sonic, then they can definitely change, Marvel's mind, which I don't believe for a second that they actually plan on doing this, especially if this movie bombs. Well, actually, no, just make it even worse, I guess. But they really need to replace Chadwick Boseman at some point. You can't have no, I guess,
T'Challa?
male. You can't have no male Black Panther right now. I understand they're gonna, I know who the Black Panther is gonna be in this movie, which is who I thought from the very beginning because it makes sense. It's comic accurate, but they're gonna have a male lead replace Black Panther. So
at some point, I'm fine with. Like I said, I had said this like I think 6 podcasts ago. Like they have the multiverse now. They can bring in another T'Challa from another universe with the whole spatial rift thing, and it could be a familiar face. I brought up Michael B. Jordan to be T'Challa. I mean, it's very possible. It's very easy to do with the multiverse now. So
it definitely can be done because I mean, like with Scarlet Witch, like people kept talking about like, oh, how come America like Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange couldn't train America to use her powers to find a universe where the mom doesn't live and the boys are alive but their mom is dead, so they can switch her places. So there's probably a T'Challa out there where he lost Wakanda. Like Wakanda's been destroyed. He's a lone survivor, and they can just bring him into this universe and throw on the suit and protect this new Wakanda or our Wakanda.
That's actually a very good point there, Blue. They could have it to where T'Challa that comes in from another universe had lost to Atlantis or Tlaocan. So
you sound like
yeah. So I mean, if he comes in from this universe where everything's lost, his mom has been killed, his sister's dead, and then he comes to a Wakanda where that doesn't happen, that could be huge because that's some character development right there. Where he has to adjust.
And plus, he has hatred toward Namor and his people. So.
Exactly, where he could ascend the throne or whatnot and be like, I'm the Black Panther or whatever. And I'm assuming it probably wouldn't. I mean, they have the technology to prove his birthright.
Yeah, and I think that if they just took, because they're already doing Secret Wars, right? So if they do,
Secret Wars will be an Avengers level movie.
Yeah, so if they take the direction from Jonathan Hickman's run, which I don't know if they're doing the Hickman run version of it or not, but if they do, he could literally just take place of the character Black Swan because she's from a different universe. She comes over to this universe, even though she's a bad person, but still, like they can just switch that role and boom, you have somebody from the other universe that's already there's already like a storyline there, and he could come over here and help. And they've already shown the Illuminati for fuck's sake. So
exactly what I mean. That could be the very same universe where Atlantis destroys Wakanda.
And then also, like in Spider-Man, we got to see like multiple Peter Parkers. They all have the same name, but they look different. They're different ages. Like it could work.
Very much so. Already. Very much so. I mean, I think Prodigy's biggest argument is that you're having a Black Panther movie without T'Challa. He says it doesn't make sense to him. I'm like, oh, okay, but I mean, sure.
I don't know. You had an X-Men movie, and they're not all men. I'm just saying. Why we got to be picky about this? There's gonna be a Black Panther in the movie.
Yeah, there will be a Black Panther, but it won't be T'Challa.
No,
so I think
it's okay.
He has an issue with that. So I plan on seeing this movie. This looks like I really like Ryan Coogler. I like his direction. He's from the Bay Area. He always puts in something from the Bay in his movies, either an actor or some kind of nod to the Bay. I think he's done very good storytelling. So I'm looking forward to this. I think this will be something that families are going to be taking their kids to see this. So I expect this to do really good numbers the first weekend. If the movie's not very good, then you'll see a drop off the following weeks. So we'll see. We're literally a month away. So
I'm excited. The trailer definitely had me hyped. We got to see some cool fucking scenes. We got kind of a Easter egg of who the Black Panther is going to be. But one cool thing too is the what's her name? Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett. It's still fucking gorgeous as hell. Like, goddamn, this woman she's like wine. She just gives like more and more beautiful with age. Like, God, and she's just crazy ass fit too. Like, this woman probably works out like 3 or 4 times a fucking day. Like, she still has like her Tina Turner body, because I think she worked out a lot for that role. Tina Turner, she's fit too.
She's been buff since, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Strange Days. She's been yoked ever since then. So that movie was crazy, where she's a limo driver to Ray Fiennes' character, and she's whooping ass all up and down the street with her limo. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's one theory that that she might have her own Black Panther armor that Shuri made for her. Like, she doesn't have the power like the flower, the
heart-shaped herb.
Yeah, that one. But I think Shuri gives her an armor to help protect her because of like what happened to her brother. So we'll see. I want to know how they're gonna like explain T'Challa's death. Like, if they're gonna say he died the same way that Chadwick Boseman passed away, which I think that'd be kind of cool if they did that, just to kind of honor his name and stuff like that. But it'd be interesting to see, because he has the heart herb. Like, he shouldn't die, but you know, if he had like some kind of ailment that can take him.
Well, in the comics, you know, with Shuri, because like around this same time, Shuri goes in like this half, like she's dead but not dead, and they keep her in the necropolis, and she just they can't really interact with her for like most of the time throughout Secret War. So they could basically do that same thing where he's basically stuck in stasis in the necropolis, and then she has to take over the Black Panther mantle. She takes over the Black Panther mantle anyway in the comics, so for a little while, and she has her own suit. So,
yep, I've seen the suit. Interesting.
And she has she has powers too, like later on in the comics. So,
there's one character who's in the trailer who we haven't really talked about is Ironheart.
Yeah,
we see Ironheart. We get a glimpse of Ironheart's suit in the latest trailer, like in action. So this should be interesting to see Ironheart take off. There's gonna be people who don't know who Ironheart is, and they're gonna be like, "What's this girl stealing Tony Stark's tech, or copying Tony Stark?" And they don't know that Riri's been around for a few years now. She's been Ironheart for a while. So, I mean, the kids know. The kids that read the comic, they know who she is. So
yeah, she doesn't steal his tech.
Yeah, she makes her own tech.
Yeah, she makes her own. Then Tony offers her some of his tech to help her. But yeah.
So,
but he didn't build her Iron Man suit like he did for Peter.
No,
she built her suit from MIT.
No, I'm making fun of that.
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man series.
See, I mean, you'll see, parts where like, oh, you see, Peter was gifted a suit, but this girl had to make her suit. So
yeah,
we'll see. We got a month away from Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Looks like we're all looking forward to it, except for Prodigy. I don't know about Stitch. Stitch could go either way, so we'll see. So there you go.
I just don't know when I'm going to go see it, because I'm still a little iffy about going to the theaters. Probably see it a couple of weeks later.
I think we're going to see it day one, and we're going to go to like one of the fancy theaters. So the fancy theaters, there's more space, so it's a little better. If you can get a one that has like the basically it's like a love seat thing, like you're separated from other people, so that might put your mind at a little bit more ease, because that's what we did one time I rented out a whole movie theater, and then the other time I just went to a place to where there was just more space. So
right on. I'm probably gonna see. Oh yeah, actually no, I won't see. I'll see the opening weekend, but not like opening night. So
I'm trying to see if I can do the midnight thing and see if I'm still young enough to enjoy a midnight lunch.
And fall asleep on the thing.
What's
Shit,
up?
I haven't seen a midnight launch in a while.
Yeah.
No, I said that you're gonna fall asleep in the chair.
Yeah. Like an old man.
Yeah, it's funny. It's always funny to me how people do that because, like, the theater's so freaking loud, and like, it's like super like booming. Sometimes the chairs will rattle or whatnot. I don't know how people sleep during that stuff, but that's just me.
People that live rough lives. I mean,
I
I,
guess.
I prefer to have noise going on when I go to sleep, but yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I fall asleep with the TV on all the goddamn time.
Well, I
That's why.
can't.
No,
That's why.
I need silence.
Well, I gotta. This is weird. I have to watch like an old show for me to be able to fall asleep. Like if I watch something new, like I'll stay awake to try to watch it. But if it's like a classic show that I loved as a kid, I just close my eyes and like visualize what's going on the screen, and it helps me fall asleep. It's really weird.
So you're watching Golden
So
Girls. When you go to
No.
bed.
So right now I'm
Gross.
watching Nightmare. I'm watching Knight Rider on Netflix.
Oh yeah, because I was about to say it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Are you watching the wait? So you're watching the old school one where they had the Corvette, or are you watching the new school where they had the Mustang?
Old school. I actually like the new with the Mustang because the Val Kilmer was the voice of Kid.
Was he now?
Yeah, he was the voice of Kid, and it was a Night Industry 3000 instead of 2000.
I mean, yeah, makes sense. But I didn't. I only caught glimpses of. I mean, the Mustang looks hella sick. Looked like a sick ass Mustang, but I didn't watch the show because I heard the show was kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't great. It kind of was a mix between Knight Rider and like that old show Viper, but they brought back Carr for the season finale, and Carr
Shit!
even
Carr
brought back
awesome.
the what's the guy's name? The guy who does the voice of Carr in original. He's the voice of Optimus Prime.
Oh, shit!
Peter something Cole.
Peter Cullen.
Yeah, they brought him back to do the voice of Carr, but Carr was a Mustang, and all of a sudden he transformed into a goddamn robot.
That's awesome. He's a transformer.
He transformed into he basically transformed into that robot from RoboCop. The guy, the one with the guns.
It's 209. Yeah.
Yeah, he transformed into that. Like, what the hell?
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's so ridiculously awesome. Now I have to watch it. Damn it.
I remember there was a Knight Rider team. You guys remember that show where there was five people and they all had they had like different, like I think there's like a motorcycle, a Mustang, a 18-wheeler, I think like a Beetle. Like I don't know. Let me see what it was. What kind of cars did they have for Knight Rider team?
It was Team Knight Rider?
Yeah, it was Team Knight Rider. It was 2 motorcycles, 2 trucks, and a Mustang. It was basically Power Rangers with cars.
I was about to say it totally sounds like Power Rangers. Or like some kind of Transformer stuff. What the hell? It's locked though.
I remember the Knight Rider game too on the Nintendo.
I remember Spy Hunter.
That was a great game.
Yeah, it was.
It's awesome.
I'm trying to think. I made it to the end before, but I can't remember what happened.
You made it to the end of the game?
Yeah, Spy Hunter.
Oh, the new one? Because there's a couple ones. There's the old arcade one. There's one. I have one on the GameCube, and there's one with The Rock. There was a movie that he did, and he's in the game, but apparently both of them suck.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. Oh yeah, Spy Hunter. It was like Spy Hunter 2000 was the one that they re-released. That was a lot of. I actually like the game because like you could transform into like different things.
Yeah, well, Spy Hunter, the original, you could transform into a boat, a car, and I think a helicopter, or maybe it was a motorcycle. But yeah, the original you could transform into like 3 things. So.
Holy shit! Car Transform looks badass.
Which one?
Car Transform looked pretty badass.
He looks like 8209.
Sort of. No, I mean, it's he looks like the. I mean, because 8209, he didn't really have. I don't know. He's just like a big bulky body with legs, right? And his arms are like this one looks more like a sort of like a person, but it looks like Michael Bay's like Transformers, but like way back in the fucking day.
Well, you know what? It looks like the Danger Robinson robot a little bit. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
He transformed from into a robot.
It looks pretty badass. Like seriously. Oh, let me see if I can pull it up on on the screen here. But yeah, I was thinking it was gonna look really shitty, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I think graphic wise, it was pretty cool in the series. Oh, you can pull the video.
Oh, I can't pull this thing up. Oh, there we go. Can I share this?
And
Go ahead.
the Knight Rider that came out in 2008. It isn't a remake; it's a continuation because Michael Knight shows up in
Oh,
the
he shows
beginning.
up. Yeah, he's in the first episode. I think he's in like the middle of the season.
Yeah, I think he plays. I think he's the father of the kid that plays the new Michael Knight because he takes on that name.
Wouldn't be surprised. Wait to someone.
Yeah, I'm sharing. Like you'll see what car looks like.
Oh.
Kind of a small
what the
thing, but I'm just like that thing looks kind of badass. Sorry, it's small, but
It's wild looking. It does look like a Transformer. Holy shit! It looks like that is a Decepticon.
yeah, like seriously, that's really cool. They should bring the show back. God damn it, I'm on board now. I want to see more. Of Car. I need to go back and watch the show now just for Car.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, dude, I got to. That's what I'm saying. Like, he brought it up, and now I'm like, damn, now I got to see this because it transforms. Oh, look at that Mustang too. It's a 2008 Mustang, or probably a 2009 at the time.
I mean, look, the series was fun. It didn't like live up to the original, but it was still had a good time watching it.
Yeah, now I gotta watch this shit because I'm pretty sure this is on either Peacock or Paramount Plus or some shit.
So it's called Car 3000, the Night Cybernetic Roving Robot Exoskeleton.
That's super wild, dude.
A little exoskeleton in there, and yeah, Peter Cullen reprised his role as the voice of Kit or of Car.
Oh, wait,
one shall enter, one shall die.
There's a video of him transforming. Wait, what? I gotta mute it though. Hold on. Oh, stop. All right. I gotta see this transformation. This might be the coolest thing ever.
It's probably better than Michael Bay's.
I don't know, man. It's probably practical, so there's probably no CGI. They probably built an actual transforming car. I wouldn't put it past them. It's probably just the frame on like this big like robot, and it just like when it conveys up or whatnot.
Oh, this is kind of like a fan version of it.
Oh, not as cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is super lame. God damn it. This is like the lamest thing. I mean, I couldn't animate it, but it's a pretty lame. I can't even show it. It's kind of embarrassing.
That's awesome.
I don't know if they show him actually transforming because I think he was like behind a curtain, and all of a sudden he was a robot.
Yeah. They show the curtain, but
that's we didn't have any budget left because this thing was too damn cool.
Yeah, that's why they canceled the show. They ran out of money.
No, it probably canceled the show because Car is better than fucking Knight Rider.
Oh yeah,
Car looks better than Kit.
That's wild.
Let's see. Oh, wait, is this? I think the episode is called the Shadow of Kit. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. I'm trying to see what the name of the episode because it was the season finale.
Damn.
Yeah, that's probably the end of the series too. Because how many seasons did it get? It's like one. Or two? Yeah, that's
it just got one. Yeah. It was on.
Car stood for Night Automated Roving Robot. Did you already say that, Blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the exoskeleton.
Yeah. That sounds like something that you would just throw into like the ghetto and just let it destroy everything.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
There was crimes. Too many brown people.
Too many cards on the lawn. Got to blow them up. HOA style.
All right. Where are we going next? Sorry, it's tangent on Car. But I mean, honestly, that's the coolest thing I've seen all day. Like by a lot.
So I know that it's new. It's super fresh, but we got to talk about Overwatch 2, the release of the game, dropped yesterday. Cronus, I know you got it. I think you
do. I though? Do I have it?
Do you have a layaway?
I mean,
you got a payment plan.
At this point, it's like Schrodinger's cat. I mean, technically, I do have it, but if I don't play it, is it really a game? So, yeah. So basically, this is like Overwatch 2 had a fucking disastrous launch. For a couple of reasons. One of the just I guess I go through some fucking line items here. The first one was the fact that they said it's supposed to be a free to play game, but before the game came out, every time I went to go look for it on console, like on Battle.net and the PS5 or the PlayStation Store, it kept pointing me towards the what was it called, the something edition, watch something.
Overwatch the Deluxe Edition?
No, it was like some weird version of the game of like early access thing where it was like $40. I'm like, well,
Oh,
is it $40 or
yeah.
not? Like what? It's supposed to be free.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, for it to be free, you had to wait until noon Pacific Standard Time on October 4th, and then it became free on all the various distribution networks. So I downloaded it, and then I went to go play it, and yeah, it was a whole shit show. I never got past the load screen. It kept saying that I was in queue, and then the queue number would go down, and then it would say failed to reach the servers, and then it would kick me back into the queue. And at another point, it just put me in a queue of 30,000. Literally, it said 30,000 people were ahead of me, and it just didn't change.
Damn.
And then that was yesterday. And then today, I tried to see if I could play it, and I got to, I think, the training screen, and that was about it. Then I didn't have time because I had to work today. But it still was kicking me out while I'm trying to get to it. So yeah, apparently they had a denial of service attack all day. But I'm just like, bro, this is fucking 2023. Sorry, 2022. We should not be having games that are unplayable at launch. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. So that's one of the many horror stories that I've been hearing about it. I knew some kids. What they did is they changed their location to Korea, and so they would change the location to Korea on their consoles, and they instantly got in. As soon as they changed location, they instantly got in. Apparently, like England, the U.S., parts of Canada, you're waiting in either endless queues or the game wouldn't even like. Some games wouldn't even go into a queue. It would just boot you back to the load screen. And then there's the issue about a phone number. So
Yeah, that's
apparently,
fucked up too.
you need a phone number to play the game. If you have a prepaid phone, it won't let you play. Like you can't get past it because it verifies your phone number. If you if you have a prepaid phone, it won't let you press forward. So there's this huge debate about, why Blizzard was doing this and why would they because there's a lot of people that are probably in impoverished parts of the world that use prepaid phones and they won't let them play a free to play game.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole phone number thing today. The phone number thing seems like, so I don't know if y'all knew this, but like it's like a social security number. So we should not be giving out our social security number to like every fucking place on the goddamn planet to verify our identities. Your social security number that's not what it was designed to do. Your social security number is just a number to track you, to track that you've paid this amount of money into this program, so you get that amount of money back out of the program. It's a retirement fucking program. It is not an identity program. But because of this, because we use a social security number that is not secured, then people can, like, when they get that number that's not secure, they can, identity theft you from a thing that was never meant to ID you in the fucking first place. And the fact that I don't know if you noticed, but more and more now they're trying to do the same thing with your phone number. Your phone number should not be an identifiable information for you. It's a way to reach you, yes, but it's an unsecure, publicly facing thing. But we all know that your phone now has the vast majority of like your information on there, which is secure, yes, but you shouldn't be having to give out your phone number for like silly shit, like going to the grocery store or trying to play a goddamn video game. That has nothing to do with communicating with you. You're paying for a service, or even when it's a free service, it's a service that they're providing to you. You shouldn't have to give all this personal identification and information to them. Like, yeah, they might be able to they might have the privilege to know like your age if it's an age restricted game, but beyond that, they should not have all this information on you. Like, it's fucking bullshit, and it's really discriminatory against people that are poor that don't have fucking phones.
Or a dedicated like service provider, because a pay-as-you-go phone, I get it can be determined as a burner phone, but still, it's still a lines of communication. You pay for it. You have to pay for the device, no matter what. You pay for the device, and then you pay for service as you need it. And so that should be, I guess it should be acceptable, but I guess maybe that's linked to some kind of theft or something. Maybe it is linked to identity theft. I don't know the reasoning, but
I understand the aspect of two-factor authentication. All right, like I totally get that. Like two-factor authentication is very secure, or it makes things more secure. But to demand that somebody opt into that, I think it should be a person's choice on whether or not they want to do a two-factor authentication, which I wholeheartedly suggest everybody do for the vast majority of your online like passwords and like all your authentication online. Just two-factor authentication, generally speaking, will vastly reduce the amount of identity theft on various platforms because you need your phone or some other device to two-factor authenticate. But still, like I said, it should be an option at this point because not everybody has a goddamn phone.
true.
Well, and plus, like, you never can fucking change and stuff like that. Like your shit's not always like having your phone number as like a source of identification is kind of fucking dumb.
Yeah, because if you move or if you lose your phone or move, you may have to get a new number.
Yeah, because
What kind of because
it's not what it was made. It was not what it's designed to do. That's not a phone number is not designed to identify you as a person.
Yeah, but then like I know where I work at, we use our phone for like for two-factor identification, and like if I leave my phone at work, and if it's almost impossible for me to log in just because it sends a code to my phone for me to put into the computer. Like I literally have to like go through a workaround to be able to log in when I forget my phone. And it happens. People forget their fucking phones.
Yeah, and if you get your phone, I mean, I can understand leaving your phone in your car, but you leave it at home?
You basically have to go home and get it.
Good Lord. With all that going on, I feel like that's like a 2-hour trip.
Might as well just if I'm going home, I'm staying. Like I'm not coming back.
I come back out, bitches.
Yeah,
Come to me. That's wild.
I came to work. You got my badge swipe.
Oh yeah,
record.
that's another your two-factor identification, two-step identification right there. So that's unfortunate you didn't even get to play. I was gonna try to download the game tonight, but I mean, B-Boy Frost, he was able to play. He's actually posted a lot of videos about.
Yeah.
He's unlocked a couple. I guess they start you with a couple of characters. I think he's unlocked one, maybe. I'm not 100% on that, but he shows videos of different playable characters. There's some returning characters he was using. I don't know if he used a new character. I didn't look at all of his videos, but
so for some reason, I need to have my original Overwatch disc in my console to play Overwatch 2. I have no idea why.
Wow. Okay.
What if you don't have the first game?
I don't know. Like I downloaded the game, but I also installed Overwatch because I didn't know if I needed Overwatch because I heard that you might not get some of the characters if you don't have the original Overwatch. So I installed it on my PS5 just to make sure I got them. But now it's like demanding that I insert the original Overwatch disc to play Overwatch 2. I'm just like,
what the hell?
Well, I was trying to actually buy the Overwatch 2 disc because you know me, I don't like digital games, but I couldn't. Like you can't buy it. So
you probably won't be able to buy it until December, and it'll come with a bunch of skins and shit, and it'll be $40.
Yeah, well, because it's the story mode stuff, right? That's what.
I don't think so. I think it's just mostly skins. I don't think it.
I don't know why you'd buy a disc for skins, but all right.
A lot of people. Well, Apex does it. Fortnite does it. What's that other one? I think Neverwinter does it, and there's some other game that when you go to like Walmart, Target, they give you the little cards that have the codes on there.
Oh, I understand that, but I mean, like, it doesn't make sense to just get skins with, Anyway,
but some of them give you the game as well as skins, so we'll see. There's another one. They haven't talked about it recently, but it's another free-to-play game. I hope the designers are watching. It's Ubisoft because they're doing a free-to-play Battle Royale Ghost Recon.
Oh, I forgot to talk about a game. Okay.
So hopefully it was supposed to be out this year, but I think it's getting pushed to next year. But we'll see what happens with that shit. So Well, what other game were you planning on talking about?
Yeah, so there was a game called The Finals, which I was actually I sent the link to you guys. The trailer looked really interesting, and the game's not out yet. And I figured I want to play it because I want to see what this is all about. So I signed up for the alpha and I got in. I was like, yeah, all right, cool. I got in for the alpha. I'm getting ready to. First, I tried to play it on my Steam Deck. That didn't work because it was just like no. And then I decided to play it on my PC, and this is the first time where I realized in my life like how important accessibility options are in video games. All right, because there was a bug with inverting the controls, where if you inverted the controls, like you either got stuck looking up or down. And I literally, well, not literally, I can sort of shittily play a game without inverting the controls, but not really. And like as this happened, I was like, oh damn, you know what? I'm like one of those people that needs to have that accessibility option to like play a video game. And like just like just me realizing that, like as I was trying to play this game, it's just like now I understand why this is so important to like other people that have like whatever other sort of, you know, I don't want to say disability, but like other, you know, whatever other way they can play a game. Like they literally can't play it the way that, you know, the controls default are. Because I every single time I play any sort of first person shooter or third person shooter, I have to invert the controls because it just doesn't make sense to me that up is up and down is down. It doesn't make sense in my brain. So, yeah. But the game looked cool. I'm hoping that I get on the next round of alphas or betas and that I can actually play the game because I literally could. I got into the demo, like the how to play the game part, and I was just like, well, I can't invert the controls, so I guess fuck you. So
Is it PC only game or is it available on the consoles too?
as far as I know, it's PC only for now. So yeah, I don't know if it's gonna come out on. I can look it up though, but it looked cool because it looked like you had like these. You could use like TK powers and run around and shit, and you had like gun play and all that shit. But I couldn't play the game, so.
Well, hopefully they fix that. I mean, did you send them feedback and be like, hey,
Oh yes,
can you fix this?
I submitted a bug, and I was not the only person to submit a bug.
Okay. Well, hopefully they're able to get that fixed sometime soon. I mean, when's the game supposed to be out?
I don't know. I mean, it's in alpha right now, so I definitely I have no idea.
Maybe probably late 2023, maybe 2024. Even.
Maybe. I mean, they had. I mean, most. I want to say the mechanics down because obviously they're missing one that I fucking need. But they have most of the mechanics down for a game. And I was on the Discord channel, and people were having like a lot of fun playing it. So.
I mean, it sounds cool. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But hopefully they're able to do, you know, because most games now they all have inverted controls. Almost every first-person shooter that I'm aware of.
This is the first game where I couldn't invert the control. Well, the option was there, but it was broken. So yeah, that sucked. Yeah,
that does sound like it sucks. Especially something you're anticipating to play, and you're like, hold on, I can't play. Kind of like Overwatch 2.
Yeah. At least I can get into this game. You know, I wasn't stuck in a 30,000 person queue.
That sucks. That sucks hard. All right. Where do we want to go? What's this Little Demon thing? What is it?
What is it?
Little Demon. It's a show on Hulu, and it's like so. It's a show. Go ahead.
No, I think what you're talking about. It's animated, right?
Yeah, it's animated.
Yeah. I saw trailers for our commercials for it.
It's dark as fuck. I was like, whoa! It's a story about like this little girl who is the daughter of Satan and like a mortal, and I guess once she gets her period, like her
demon
like,
powers,
demonic powers come out, and it was just like
oh my God.
It's really fucked up. Like she ends up like killing a bunch of people and just like and then once she goes to hell, like seeing like all these creatures that are like hell's Satan's minions, and like they're all crazy looking and shit, and it's just like it's really dank and like graphic and messed up. So yeah, if you get a chance, like check. So I've only watched like 2 episodes, but they've been pretty funny so far, and it's like they're pretty gory and messed up.
What's really funny about it is Danny DeVito plays the voice of Satan, and his actual daughter Lucy DeVito plays the daughter. So it's a father and daughter show, which is kind of crazy. And I think Aubrey Plaza plays the mother, the voice of the mother.
Yeah, the mother's badass. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like this crazy like demon hunter like lady, but she looks like a normal mom with a shirt on, but with her shirt off, she has like all these crazy like anti-demon tattoos and shit.
Is this it's by the creators of by Rick and Morty or no? I'm trying to see.
I don't know.
Yeah, program creators is Darcy Foiler.
Maybe the Solar Opposites, but Solar Opposites was with the same team too, though, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is the Rick and Morty team.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally sounds and looks like Rick and Morty. So, I mean, it's funny though. They do some fucked up shit in that show. I was just like, what the hell? But still pretty awesome.
Fowler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Darcy Fowler. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's. I don't think maybe they're part of the extension of the team, but I don't know. You wanted to talk about something else, Cronus? You had something.
Actually, I had a Be Them Guide question to throw up on here. So I saw this recently, and I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting question. So the question is, it's almost 2023. What has no reason to still exist? Like, for example, like somebody had posted like convenience fee. Like, there's no reason there should be that because everything you basically can pay for things online. Like,
I would say home phones in 2020, 2023. Like, why do we still have? I still pay for one. I don't even fucking have it anymore. I have Vonage, but I need to cancel that shit.
Oh yeah, Vonage is still around. What the fuck?
Apparently, maybe I'm funding their lone employee.
Yeah. They own one fucking number and it's yours.
I don't even know what the number is anymore at this point.
Holy shit. I would say racism. It's 2022. Racism should have been gone, but I mean, every country in the world has some kind of version of it, whether it be to a religion or an ethnic people. I'm like, dude, we have the technology to basically see our own death coming. By that, I mean, if there's a fucking asteroid about to come and see the Earth, we'll be able to detect it and come see it. By then, trying to hate on someone because they have a different religion or a different skin color, I mean, that asteroid won't give a fuck when it hits the Earth because we'll all be incinerated. It doesn't care.
I think it would care. Be like, you all deserve this, you racist fucks.
I mean, maybe, but I think we have enough documented cases of death, destruction, all based on racism and just utter hatred. That should have been gone. I mean, technically, we should be near the Star Trek phase by now. We should be building, the Starfleet Academy and all that shit. We should be ready to go to space and travel to space. But we're busy. We're literally busy bickering over who won elections and what books should little kids not read. And I'm just like, really? We're arguing about, to me, it seems super petty stuff. We're technically in the future in a lot of people's minds. When people were like 5 and 6 way back when, we're now in that time where we're supposed to have flying cars and colonies on Mars and stuff. But I can guarantee that political, racism, basically, and just a lot of squabbling on stupid shit has stopped us from progressing, and that shit should have went away at least in the year 2000, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. So for me, I was going to say, people who don't know how to use computers. Like computers been around for a long fucking time.
Dude, that's anyone 60 plus, man.
But it's even like I work with people who don't know how to use like cell phones. It's like, come on, like you don't know how to install an app. Like, come on, man. Like,
I can understand like older people.
No, I'm talking about like young people for sure.
Yeah,
like,
if you're young, what? Sorry, yeah.
No, so I feel like they're lying to you, and they're just being lazy, and they just don't want. They want someone to do it for them. They just don't want to do the work. They're just grown that way. They want to watch someone else do it because they're like, oh, I don't want to look this up.
You see this all over the place. Like,
I do. I do see it all over the place. I see it a lot. I see literally. So most smartphones now their camera has the ability to scan a QR code, right? And when you ask someone to do it, they're like, "Oh, my phone can't do that," or "I don't know how to do that." I'm like, "What do you mean? You just hit the camera button and just hover until a link pops up." And in a lot of cases, newer phones, because everybody wants, if you're standing in line for hours on end to get that new iPhone, it should better be able to scan a QR. And if you don't know how to use it, why do you have it?
But then, like a lot of restaurants nowadays too, they don't have paper, they don't have menus.
No,
Like they have a
don't.
QR
They
code
have
you have to
big
scan.
QR codes, but so many people, they're like, I don't want to do that. How do I do this? Why do you guys do this? Why can't I look at a paper menu? And it's just like,
It's like I don't know why we still cutting down trees in 2022.
Yeah, that's another one. I mean, apparently the internet was supposed to save like a bunch of trees, but like it's still.
I mean,
still cutting down trees.
we do need paper still. I understand that.
Yeah.
We need wood for shit. I understand, but it's still for frivolous shit.
So it's
What
like
it,
really QR codes really shouldn't be that hard to do. A lot of people they refuse to do it. Sometimes I offered to do it for people, and they refuse. They're like, no, I'd rather
What-
just get a paper menu. I'm like, dude,
I went to this one restaurant in out in Redwood City, and they have they used to have to scan a QR code for their menu. But what's also great is you get to order your food through your phone, so you don't have a waiter or anybody come over to ask you if you're ready to order. You just order straight to the phone, and they bring it over to you. Like your table number and stuff is all included inside of the QR code, which is fucking dope.
So that's actually pretty popular down here. Stone World Bistro does that, and it's like super convenient because you don't have to, like you're just drinking. You're like, oh, I need another drink. You just a couple clicks, a couple minutes later, another drink comes around. It's like honestly, that is really cool. Like putting that power in people's hands.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but there
then they
are
also
people,
take people out of jobs.
there are a lot of people. Well, no, there's the people still bring it to you, but the problem is a lot of people still push back on it because there's a brewery here that I go to, and you do everything on your phone. Like Cronin said, what you do is when you scan the QR code, it literally asks for your information and your credit card. So that way it has there in case you leave and forget. The next day they just charge everything to your card.
Yeah,
it's just
super easy.
And then
no dine edition.
yeah, you just go back to the menu, you pick what you want, add it to the cart, you hit send, and someone brings it to you like 8 minutes later. Easy peasy. And when you're done, it asks you like, hey, if you're done, if you want to leave a tip or whatever, and you just click whatever you want, and then you click done, and then you get an email because they ask your email, you get an emailed receipt right there.
And what's really cool about that is you don't have to worry about splitting the goddamn check anymore because you all just check into the same, table, and you all get your own separate bills, and you don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
We literally just did that like last week of August. Everyone wanted different stuff. It's like, oh, just scan and you order whatever the hell you want, then you pay for what you wanted.
Yeah.
There you go.
And the other option is if you want to be pay for everybody's stuff, then you can scan the the QR code, and then you just put in the name of the person that is like the head of the table. And then, because I did that when my daughter was here.
Daughter there, yeah.
Yeah, and I just
cool.
just put it all on my tab, and then I'll pay for the whole thing. And yeah, it worked out perfectly.
Wow, there you go. But there's still pushback on that, which is still kind of weird to me. Especially like literally just pop you. It's one button. Like most phones have a button on the side that automatically gives you your camera. When you're on your home screen,
double tapping a button.
Yeah, and then your camera can override. Some phones, the camera overrides your security code because it'll go straight to your camera when you hit the camera button. Yeah. And you just hover, and then boom, done.
I am not surprised at this pushback. Listen, Earth people are fucking stupid in general, and they hate change. They despise change. I just look at back in like the 1900s when the cars first came around, and people were just like, oh, it's a bomb on wheels, blah, blah, blah. They're so loud, noisy, and they're going to, kill all these people, blah, 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 blah. Like totally missing the convenient part of it. You know what I mean? That we're literally taking beasts of burden off the fucking table. Like we don't have to worry about horses anymore and feeding them and, injuring them and all that other shit. And now today we have literally the same goddamn arguments with electric cars. Yeah. Literally the same argument. Oh my God, when they crash, they catch on fire. Bitch, so do gas-powered cars. They catch on fire too. Are you stupid?
And
what is wrong with you? Yeah, and electric cars are literally, they're more efficient. They'll always complain about, oh, where's electricity come from? Does it come from a coal plant? Okay, even if it does come from a fucking coal plant, it's still more efficient to power an electric vehicle. It gets way more miles to the e-gallon. The e-gallon they're talking about, the EMPG, is how efficient that motor is, and those motors are far more efficient than internal combustion motors. So what I'm saying is, for the same amount of energy that is stored in a battery as compared to like gasoline, if you take the same amount of power, the electric motor will go far farther than something that's gas powered, and that's just a fact. So if you took the same amount of coal powered electricity and you toss it in an electric car, and you took the same amount of basically energy conversion into gasoline, the electric car is going to go way further, and it produces way more power. So there's really no excuses for us to be complaining about electric cars in 2022. I mean, yes, they run on some quote unquote rare earth materials, but we just need to make more lithium plants. You can just make the Salton Sea is a perfect candidate for this, because you just dry out the rest of the goddamn lake. There's lithium in there, and people are just totally ignoring the fact that the way that we currently get oil from our planet is fucking terrible. Like we've all seen in our lifetime multiple, if not hundreds, if not thousands of goddamn oil spills, and how much that destroys the environment. I haven't seen a single fucking lithium plant destroy anything. Like seriously, like it might destroy like when they mine it, like that area, but when it comes to like transporting it and all the other stuff like this, it's just not there. Like you're not having the same sorts of issues. And after you mine it, which yes, that does take carbon to do that, because you have to like have
big ass fucking trucks and shit
like that. Yeah, I get that, but at the same time, at the end of the day, you're not putting additional carbon into the atmosphere or other harmful chemicals by using the battery. And the end result with gasoline is you're still tossing a bunch of toxic shit out into our environment. So
yeah.
So yeah, use your goddamn QR codes.
Damn, super side tangent rant, and then use your fucking QR code. It's not that hard, people.
No, it's not. Stop being assholes.
It's really designed to make us. Because I know a lot of people they don't want to use it because they complain that the menu or whatever they're looking is too small on their phone. I'm like, you can pinch the zoom, you can like enlarge your shit. But I don't like doing that. Why can't I get paper? I'm like, you're really complaining about. They're all, everyone's spoiled with technology. They're trying to take away from this and that.
I hate to pinch the zoom on text. Like I need it all in my. I don't want to swipe to the right to be able to like continue reading the rest of the fucking menu. Like I need it just all there.
Bro, fuck that. I prefer a stone tablet with somebody etching that shit on the fucking stone. That's
like the fucking Flintstones.
All right, that's what I need.
Etching. I need it in blood, so I need you and just like write it out on blood in the tablet.
If it's not medieval, I'm not about it. Medieval or before, I'm not about it. Fuck that shit.
Oh man, eating with your hands and shit.
I need somebody's blood somewhere in that.
Yeah.
Sure, it has to come out to you by some winch.
Dang. Dang. All right. Where do we want to go next?
Into the future, goddammit. Fuck right now. We need to go into the future. Where all these problems
I wish. I would. Probably not. I'm pretty sure we go into the future, we'll discover that we destroyed ourselves.
Yeah, that's more than likely.
Yeah, well, I kind of wanted to. I mean, I touched on it a little bit with Sandman Act 3 that it just came out a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, maybe about an hour into it, hour or two, and so far it's good. It's really good. It starts off with a little bit of a prequel, so it kind of starts to take place before the Sandman is captured, like maybe like 100 years before he's captured. So we can see him because after he's captured, he kind of becomes more of a nicer person.
Yeah.
But we get to see him as a fucking dick, like. Basically, I mean, they kind of touch it a little. They touch upon it in Act 2, where we learned that he has a son, and he basically turns his back on his son. Like
shit, even in Act 1, where he just left.
Okay,
he left his wife in fucking hell for like 1,000 years.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Just because she didn't want to like become his princess and dream and something like that.
Yeah,
it's kind of fucked up. But yeah, like so we get to learn some about his son. There's some other stories that are going on, but like the story with his son is it's really fucked up. Like. I don't want to spoil it, but like, there's a part where something's going to happen. Like you're like, oh shit, like okay, like basically like so his son's getting married, and Dream and his family shows up, and you're like, okay, this shit is going to be good. And yeah, it's just I don't want to spoil it too much, but yeah, it's a great story what happens, and then you learn more about like what's her name? Not Desire.
Death, envy.
No, not Death.
No, it's
No.
the sister of Desire you're talking about, right? The sibling. It's
Yeah, the youngest one, the one that's
Despair.
voiced by
Is it
Despair. Yeah. You learned that Despair, like that wasn't her. No, not Despair. It's oh, let me see. One of the Endless had her name changed after her brother went missing. It's the one that's voiced by the girl that plays Louise from Bob's Burger.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, Luis. Now I can't think about it.
She has like a little nasally voice and like kind of she always plays like that awkward character.
Let me see. It's Destiny, Desire, Death, Dream, Destruction, Delirium. Is it Delirium?
Delirium.
Yeah.
Yeah, Delirium. Originally, her name was
Delight.
Yeah. Until her sibling went missing, and then she kind of went delirious. But yeah, it's just cool learning about some of the characters, and then like I didn't know that Desire and Despair are twins.
Yeah.
Like they're twin siblings, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. Like it's really interesting how this new act is playing out, but they still got the same characters. They brought the same people back. Michael, or what's his name? McAvoy is playing the voice of Sandman.
James McAvoy.
Yeah, James McAvoy. But yeah, so far the production value is good. There's one scene, oh god, like I almost had to pause it because it was fucking gross. But Despair.
Yeah.
She's oh gosh, she's fucking nuts.
Was like with the hook ring.
Yeah, she takes a hook ring and like she's like sad and like instead of crying, she like cats her eye out and like you can like they make the sound of like ripping flesh in the audio, and then it's how she starts crying like tears of blood, and it's like, God, did you have to throw that in there? You could have just said it. Like, God damn.
In the show, she does it too. Like for a second, like when she's talking when Despair is talking to Desire, she takes the ring out and she's like cutting her face, and it's healing, but it's just like watching somebody take like a fish hook to like their own face and just like rip it. It's just like it's so unsettling to like watch, you know.
Yeah. It's yes, but so far I'm liking it. It came out like a week ago. So if you have an audiobook, if you listen to 1 and 2, definitely check out 3. It's great so far. And they also kind of the backstory of so if you watch season 1 of Sandman on Netflix, there's a scene where there's the goddess that the guy keeps locked up in his house, and he does stuff to her to get like, I don't know, his creativity juices flowing. And she's like, I don't think she's like a siren or something like that. But she also was the previous wife of Dream. So you get to learn a little bit more about their relationship and then what happened in terms with their son. But
is that in the audiobook?
Yeah, it's an audiobook too.
Oh, I was about to say I'm on that because that's in the show.
The show is like the story, so
yeah. So even the cat story is in the book too, or in the audiobook.
That was weird. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? But okay, but it was still pretty interesting. They had like an interesting backstory, but the story were about, where the guy, what's his name? He's a pretty popular guy. The guy who plays plays
Rick Hunter.
Rip Hunter in the Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah. He's a writer, but he can't get his mojo going. So someone gives him a muse that he had trapped for like, I don't know, decades. And so she gets him going. He becomes a best-selling author and all this stuff from her. But it's pretty crazy. It was a pretty interesting story, but it was cool to watch. So yeah. All right. There was something on here that I saw.
Oh, you want to talk about there's some new shows that Sony announced.
Yeah.
Which these are pretty significant. So apparently Netflix has Horizon Zero Dawn in development, which is very interesting because it's a very good game and the story is excellent. But the problem with the story is that you actually have to go through and listen to a whole bunch of like audio logs and read a bunch of stuff to really understand like what happened with humans on Earth. And I think it would lend itself really well to a TV series. So I'm
Mhm.
definitely looking forward to that. And you already have like some of the actors are, actually in the game. So
Oh
um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
God of War got announced by Amazon. So Amazon's going for the goddamn jugular when it comes to streaming right now because they got the boys, they got the
Rings
latest,
of Power.
yeah, Rings of Power.
Ring Power.
They got a couple other really good shows too on there.
Yeah.
And then also they're making a Gran Turismo TV series is in development, which could be interesting for us car people.
Could be, but it could be
I thought they
shit
had
like
one already.
Need for Speed.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
true.
And Need for Speed was ass. So I don't know.
But this is
I mean,
Sony, so hopefully they put in the budget and make something good.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, but I thought Need for Speed was kind of gonna be like a fun, like rip off of Fast and Furious, and it wasn't anything like that. It was like just Aaron Paul driving this chick around across country and with like epic music, and I was like, "Well, what's happening?" Oh, nothing's happening. Okay. So it
It was like
was like,
Cannonball Run, but not funny.
no, but Cannonball Run was fucking funny. That shit was hilarious, and it was just one car because like nothing beats what was it? Shit. Dom DeLuise. He had his alter ego like Captain something.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking
That
about.
shit, that shit was fucking hilarious. And then watching Jackie Chan in his early like kind of American career because he doesn't speak English in the film
Yeah.
at all, but he beats the shit out of people though. It's fucking awesome. So it's just funny that you don't get any of that shit in Need for Speed. If it had that, it would have been awesome,
I
but
think
it
he uses
doesn't.
a starring. Yeah, he does. In Cannonball Run 2, um, Jackie Chan uses a Mitsubishi Starion, which is like a car
Mhm.
deeply embedded in my heart. I used to own two of them. So,
Yeah,
and I modified the shit out of one of them.
yeah, that
I
shit was
was
awesome.
There's a scene where there's a Lamborghini that skip across water, and I always thought it was in Cannonball Run, but
Uh,
it's something else.
it's that's probably James Bond.
And
So
I thought it was Jackie Chan that was driving the car.
I'm pretty sure that's a James Bond movie where they transform a Lamborghini into like a submersible.
No, 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 no. This Lamborghini speeds up and skips across water.
Oh, skips across. I don't know.
And I
Maybe.
think they tried to redo it in on MythBusters, and they actually were able. They took a Pontiac Fiat, and they got it to skip across water.
Hold on. If you can take a Pontiac Fiat to space, it should be able to skip across water.
Right? Fucking
That's all I'm gonna say about that. If that bitch could go to space, you should be able to skip that bitch across water. So
yeah. What
she,
movie is this from?
I don't know, but I'm still stuck on car. You got me fucked up, Luke. Now I'm like, fuck. Now I gotta see this shit.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Lamborghini.
Yeah, the new Knight Rider or the new slash old Knight
Uh,
Rider. I got to go back in time to 2008 and fucking watch it. I know the OG Knight Riders on is on Netflix. I think the OG A Team is on there too. I should love that shit.
what movie was this from?
I don't know, but it sounds
Oh,
pretty.
it's from a movie called Speed Zone.
Oh,
So the movie Speed Zone, it was formerly known as Cannonball Run 3. I guess they changed or yeah, they changed the name of it for some reason. But yeah, they have a Lamborghini that skips across water.
mm, I miss Cannonball Run. The closest they did to it was Rat Race. Rat Race is the closest one to it, but nothing can capture what was fucking the OG Cannonball Runs, especially with Burt Reynolds. That dude was awesome.
What was the name of what car was it? Wait, what car did he had a Trans Am that he would drive, right?
At one point, there's another point where they lose a Trans Am, they have to drive an ambulance.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That shit was fucking awesome. I was like, oh shit, fucking ambulance. That's fucking awesome. Holy shit, this speedrun movie. It had John Candy, Peter Boyle. What the fuck? It had hell of people in this movie. Sherry Belafonte. What?
Cannonball 3 Speed Run.
Yeah, there's some interesting people in this film. Jamie Farr, famous from the MASH TV show. Lee Van Cleef, famous for westerns and the what's it, the Beverly Hillbillies. Donna Dixon.
Was Don DeLuise a chef as well? Like, did he cook as well? Like, in
Maybe
his...
I knew him as a comedian, but he was also a movie star. Maybe he cooked. I don't know.
I mean, he ate a
Maybe.
lot, right? So
He was a bigger guy, sure, but he was funny as well too.
Oh no, he did a bunch of like skits where he was a chef. I think that's what it was.
That's probably what it was. Yeah, I remember him being a comedian. He was pretty funny. I like the guy.
Oh wait, no, there's a guy named Chef Paul Pro something. He looks just like Don DeLuise.
Sure.
Blue, you asked a pretty funny question that I just noticed. It's probably been there for like weeks, but I didn't notice it.
Oh yeah,
It's an Ask Me the BTI question. It has to do with. I asked the question. It's your question.
So yeah, this came up a while ago. I kind of wanted to wait till we had like everybody on the podcast, but I wish I'd asked this when Lilith was on the podcast because it'd been fun to get our reaction too. But the question was, when making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, do you start with peanut butter or jelly?
Who's going first?
Which one you put down first?
Can I tell you what I have a system on making PB&Js. All right, so the way I used to like them when I was a kid is I would toast the bread, always wheat bread because fuck white bread.
Yeah.
I'll start with the peanut butter. All right, so you use peanut butter, you slap that down, and then with the other piece of the bread, I took that to clean off the rest of the peanut butter, and then I'll put the knife in the jelly, and then finish with PB&J. So that way you didn't get too much peanut butter in the jelly. For some reason, I was concerned about getting jelly in the peanut butter, but not the other way around. I don't know.
Yeah.
It felt like jelly was kind of a hoe. So, whatever.
God dang.
Well, see, I always put the other way around because I didn't want to get peanut butter in my jelly. Because I've seen like I have family members that did it the other way around. There always be like little chunks of peanut butter inside the jar. Of like, oh, that's fucking gross. So I usually go jelly first, and then like I'll wipe off. Actually, I wouldn't even wipe off the jelly. I'll just stick it in peanut butter, just scrape it onto the thing. And like if there's any jelly that's in there, I'll use because the spoon is now covered with peanut butter, and like I spread it on the bread. And
hold on, you use a spoon, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, okay.
So you could have used a knife for the peanut butter and a spoon for the jelly.
So there was a previous episode of podcast where I talked about how I can't make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich using a knife. I have to use a spoon. Like whenever I try to use like a knife or a butter knife, whatever, I just rip this bread to fucking shreds. Like it's impossible for me to make a peanut butter and jelly with a fork. With a fork, with a spoon, or with a knife.
I mean,
like I even tried doing it recently. I couldn't fucking do it. Like it just, I felt like a caveman using a fucking fork for the guy's first. That's bad. I just couldn't do it.
So for me, I've tried it both ways. When I noticed if you put no, if you put the jelly first, the jelly tends to break through the bread. If you put the peanut butter down, it sticks to the bread.
Are you stacking the jelly on top of the peanut butter? You're not putting jelly on one bread and peanut butter on another?
No, yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can do. I do either way. So I would do like
wait. Hold on. We're having a fucking toilet. How do you shit moment right now?
How do you wipe your ass?
Do you wipe standing up or sitting down? This is one of those moments. Bro,
I wipe the butter knife because I use the butter knife.
I need you to start from the beginning again, please. Start from the beginning again. How do you do this?
So I do the bread first.
And
I take the butter knife. I spread the peanut butter across the bread. I wipe the knife, and then I use the jar to scoop the jelly onto the peanut butter and spread that on there, and then
on top of the peanut butter.
Yes, on top of the peanut butter.
And what the hell?
Slice on top.
Technically it works, but it's just different.
I get end result, and then you could do jelly on one side, but like I said, the jelly when you spread the jelly, it has a tendency to break through the bread.
That's why you That's why you toast it. That's the fucking.
So I can toasting it feels weird. I've eaten it that way, which it's okay. But
wait.
Just like plain bread, and then you do the peanut butter, add the jelly on top of the peanut butter, then you add the slice on top of that.
No, this doesn't make sense to me because wouldn't putting the jelly on the peanut butter butter back onto the knife or to the spoon?
By the time you're done, you don't need the knife anymore.
But how do you know how much jelly you have on there? Because like for me, like I gotta like cover the bread with jelly to make sure that every inch of that shit's fucking gonna have every bite has jelly in it.
The surface area of the bread is covered by peanut butter. You just match that with the jelly.
But the jelly's gonna slide off.
Usually, no. Well, it doesn't slide off because it sticks to the peanut butter. So what you do is when you scoop your jelly off, depending if there's chunks, you can just smash the chunks on top of it and just spread it all the way through, and then put the bread on top, and then you're done.
I feel like I've done it before, but it just felt wrong. I was just like,
this doesn't feel right. Yeah.
Yeah, it works every time.
This you know what this proves to me is that there's like a million ways to do the most basic fucking things.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Well, there was one time I was a kid, I was trying to be funny, and like I literally put peanut butter on one half of the bread, and then put peanut butter on the other bread, and then put jelly on the other half of that first bread, and then put jelly on the other half of the second bread. And so that way, like half of my sandwich would be like, so if you put the peanut butter and jelly sandwich together, the left side would be jelly on top and peanut butter on bottom, but then the right side it'll be peanut butter on top and jelly on or jelly on top and peanut butter on bottom. So like I don't know, I was being fucking weird. I was being a kid. And then it's funny.
Go ahead.
I'm probably gonna say what you're gonna say. And I remember like they released like a jar of peanut butter and jelly that was like all in one.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say that.
Yeah,
I think don't they still sell that?
What fucking savages bought that? I was just asking. What fucking savages bought that? Like, I want all that shit mixed in together. Just can you imagine the disaster when you got to the bottom? It's just like this slurry of peanut butter and jelly. Like, what the fuck?
That's what I guess they just use a spoon. I guess scoop out the rest and just go.
I only saw that. I think they were called goobers, right? I'm pretty sure it's called goobers.
Oh yes, yeah. Because they make candy too, don't they?
It was made by Smuckers. Smuckers.
Oh yeah,
was the one that made goobers.
Yeah.
But I only saw that jar in that combination at like my white friend's houses. I never saw it at anybody else's house. I don't know what that was all about. It's the same thing with like trash cans. Like every single white person that I knew when I was growing up, I'm not being racist or anything. This is just an observation. They always put the trash can underneath the fucking sink. I was like, why the fuck do you put it under the sink? What is that?
Never knew what it is. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. But they're always like, because you be looking in their house like, where's the trash can? Because you go to the spot where you would think it is in your house. And then you realize it's not there. And you're like, what the fuck? You savages. Do you guys just throw this outside? What the fuck are y'all doing? No, it's under the sink. You guys don't have it under the sink? Well, under the sink.
Why cleaning products go? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. And then the homes that have the built-in trash can where you like open the cabinet and it pulls out. It's in like a slider. You're like, what the fuck?
Honestly, that's a fucking pro move, but yeah, that's mostly white people. Like, I saw. But the trash compactor, honestly, those are pretty dope.
It is dope, but it's still kind of weird.
So they still make the goober.
Yeah, I figured they do.
Yeah, they sell on the side. At least Walmart carries it.
I think everybody has it.
All I know is that ever since, like, so are you guys like, smooth creamy peanut butter people or like chunky peanut butter people?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I like my peanut butter like my woman. I like them thick.
Yeah.
What they know, that's actually that. Scratch that out of the record because some peanut butter comes with nuts.
Yeah.
So, not like my peanut butter. Like
technically, all peanut butter comes with nuts.
Yeah, I guess that's true too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I like her nutty, like she's crazy or some shit. That makes more sense. But
Cake Man says you should make PB&J with the spoon, and I've done that. It works out just fine.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah,
it's definitely easier to get the jelly out.
It blew my mind. So I prefer chunky peanut butter. That's my jam. Even though I don't eat peanut butter very much anymore, especially now because I'm keto. But once I remember, like back in the day when Costco first started getting like really big, my parents used to go there. And it was the first time I had the like natural peanut butter. I forget what kind it was, but it was a kind where you had to like mix it around and shit.
Oh yeah,
oil
separated.
Oh man,
oil on top.
Yeah, that shit fucking changed my life. That was so good. I love that peanut butter.
Have you tried the PB2?
What the fuck
no,
is that?
because it's the stuff if you're allergic to peanuts.
So, it's like fake peanuts?
No, it's real
peanuts.
It's the one that's like it's still peanuts, but it's like powder, and you like mix it with water.
Oh, I see. Okay,
I'm pretty sure PB2 is for it's safe for nut allergies. Hold on, PB2 nut allergy.
Nut all over.
I'm pretty sure. Let's see. A clinical trial showed that PB2 was better than other forms of peanut butter preventing peanut allergies. So yeah.
Because it's weird to me, but some people have like the death peanut allergy, where like if they don't get treated within like half an hour, they're dead. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
this
weird.
what I'm reading, because I remember somebody told me this before, because they were allergic to peanuts. And they said that PB2 was okay for them to eat because it was missing something. What's going on with my mouse?
It's probably missing some kind of enzyme or protein.
If my mouse could click, I would click on these things, but apparently my mouse is like broken or some shit. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Oh, there we go. Does it contain peanuts? Hi there. No, this product does not contain peanuts. Although PB2 powder peanut butter and other in the powder blah 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 are the same facility. Yeah, it doesn't actually contain
Actual
peanuts.
peanuts.
Yeah,
What the hell?
it's full of hopes and dreams.
Well, then
Hopes and dreams with little small
can
children.
they call it peanut butter then?
Well, it's not called peanut butter. It's called PB2.
Yeah, it's called PB2. Oh, there you go. Workaround.
Yeah, right.
That's the workaround, man. Can't
It's
call
like-
it peanut butter. It's PB2.
But like, what the fuck? I mean, what is it made of? Now I'm very curious.
It's probably similar to the Impossible Burger stuff. It could be all plant based, just no peanut butter.
Well, see, but this is very strange. It says that it's
It-
made. When you go on the site, it says it's made of peanuts.
Yeah, like they have fucking
That's
peanuts on the goddamn packaging, or like on the.
It's made from tan bark. Just don't overthink it. It's tan bark. Grinded up tan bark.
What are the ingredients in PB2? Yeah, it says on their website. It says the base ingredient in every jar of PB2 are roasted peanut, sugar, and salt.
How's it not triggering an allergy?
It has to remove something.
There must be a protein that they remove.
It's either that or an enzyme.
Yes.
Either one. Or both.
Yeah, I'm trying to click on. Oh, here we go. There's a WebMD article on it.
Oh.
Is a powdered peanut and it's nutrient dense PB2 similar to traditional peanut butter, but it's healthier. I'm trying to find the allergies. It may help prevent allergies. One benefit of PB2 is that feeding it to young children may prevent peanut allergies later on in life. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I know we gave this to my son. Like that was
Yeah.
his first introduction to peanuts. Actually, I should give him some more and make sure that shit can come on later in life.
Yeah.
But why?
I don't know. Anyway, that's a fucking tangent. I love peanut butter. I feel bad for people that have peanut butter allergies.
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Even though even though I literally make peanut butter sandwiches, just peanut butter, no jelly, because my daughter doesn't like jelly for some reason. Either peanut butter or almond butter sandwiches 5 days a week. I make them for my daughter, but I never eat them anymore.
Dude, I think I mentioned this on the podcast before about the peanut butter jelly sandwich and the Warriors, how they led them to a championship.
No.
Because like they say that peanut butter jelly sandwich is like the perfect food. Like it has all the stuff to give you energy. And I guess the Warriors, that was like their main dish, like that they would have served in like their locker room. And it basically gave them like the energy to like play longer and play harder or something like that. I
believe it, because when I broke the school record for the 40-yard dash, guess what I was running on? Fucking PB&J's all day, every day.
I'm trying to see if I can find. I think it was. I don't know if it was an article I saw or if it was like a some story that I listened to.
Maybe I should go back to that and just fuck keto. Let's go back to PB&J's all day, every day.
Dude, man,
crush.
The crazy thing about peanut butter jelly sandwiches too is that like you can't just have one. Like you can make one, and be like, you know what, I can have another one.
So with
they're like late potato chips.
With enough peanut butter and jelly on it, you'll be good with one.
So there's an article there's an article on People's website, like People the magazine, that says Golden State Warriors fight to keep eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And this article came out in 2020.
Why would you have to fight to keep eating it? I mean, you're a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
Well, I think they took it out of there in an effort to institute healthy eating. The NBA trainer staff banned sugar on their private planes. Like they took away sodas, cookies, and stuff like that too.
I mean,
and the Warriors were fine with that until they came to their favorite pregame snack, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, I've cut out sugar on my diet at various times in my life, especially right now because I'm keto again, like I said. But yeah, I think if you're like a professional athlete, I mean, eat whatever the fuck makes your performance better. You know,
Mm.
as long as it's not like I guess crack or some shit, because
or fucking damn it, steroids.
yeah.
Don't do that.
But I also think having a whole team adhere to a single diet is kind of silly because the varieties of people's bodies are like so different. Like some people need more carbs, some people need less carbs. They can do just fine. And having a whole team of people adhere to the same diet seems very odd to me and not very efficient in my mind, anyway.
I don't
There's
know.
a
I'm pretty sure the team has a nutritionist on
Yeah,
the roster.
seems very lazy. We'll just feed him PB&Js. Oh, you know what? We'll just have no sugar now. All y'all do the
Wait,
same thing.
hold up. Was it? I think it was Blue that was talking about like a deep fried PB&J
Oh
type
man.
thing. It was like was it you?
No, I think they had at the county fair a deep fried peanut and jelly
I
sandwich.
know they did like a Monte Cristo style
Oh,
PB&J with
Cristos are so fucking good.
yeah, because they did they did the batter and then dipped the bread in it and then made the PB&J and then fried it all together.
It's like a heart attack, but yeah, that definitely
Yeah,
is a thing. Yeah.
that sounds amazing, especially with PB&J. I'm pretty sure they did it on a cooking show too. So
Yeah,
The PB
Monte Cristo's like the only reason why I like to go to what was that restaurant that had it? No,
Flames
they're
has it.
almost all closed now. It was like an Irish place, but they sold Monte Cristos for some reason.
an
Irish?
Irish place. Like Rosie's? No.
No, it's a chain.
Uh,
An Irish place
Marie
chain?
was it Marie Callender's? Because a lot of
Nope.
those are closed.
No.
Kendra?
No, what the hell was it called? It was like
Oh.
I can't find it. There used to be one down here, Bennigan's. There we go.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
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 There's like one here in the Bay now. There used to be like 5. There's like one.
Yeah, there used to be one like down here in San Diego, but now it's Broken Yoke. So I don't know where the other one is. They're still around. Oh, there's not a whole lot of them anymore. Holy shit.
No, there's not.
There's like none in California.
No, there should be one in the Bay still. The one that used to be by Levi Stadium, that one is now a Asian spot. I think it's Hot Pot now.
It's in a bunch of different. It's international now, but yeah. Oh, there's one in Doha. Huh. I used to live there. Qatar.
Oh.
Yeah, there's nothing over here. There's mainly the Midwest in Texas. There's a whole bunch in Iowa. There's 4. There's 5 in just Iowa. 5.
Damn, there used to be one in Fremont. That one is closed.
Yeah.
And there was one in where is this? Way out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, Sacramento. That one's closed too.
All right, we gotta wrap it up soon.
Wrap it up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Real quick, last thing that I'm gonna say on the podcast. Well, not last thing, but one last thing I wanted to talk about is I got some accessories from JSOX for my Steam Deck, which is pretty cool. So if you got like the normal Steam Deck case, it's an okay case. Like it definitely holds a Steam Deck. But there's one thing I didn't like was that there was nothing. It only holds just the Steam Deck, and I like this fucking wonky ass thing in the bottom where you're supposed to put stuff, but it's like this flappy fucking thing where you put stuff in there, it could fall out and shit. It never felt like really secure. It's also where you can put like your charging cable and all that stuff, right? I just didn't like the way it was designed. It seemed pretty stupid to put like an indentation in here and like this weird elastic strap at the bottom. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, whatever. The JSOX one it's a very similar design. It's very similar in dimensions too. If you look at it, might be slightly taller, but on the inside,
It's firmer too.
yeah, this one it's just better built. If I open it up, it actually has space for your SD cards, stuff in the bottom. So this is my Steam Deck in here. It's more secure in here too. So if I open it up, there's like it turns into a stand too. So if you look in the bottom, it's like deep, and there's like stuff you can put in there. Oh, sorry, stuff you can put in there. And if you want to, you can like prop this thing up, which I haven't really done yet, and make it into a stand. There you go, for your Steam Deck and play it. So it's pretty cool. So, and they also have a thing that was like really cheap, which are these little L connectors for USB-C connectors.
Oh, shit.
Mm.
And so the reason why this is cool, so the Steam Deck dock still hasn't come out yet. JSOX also makes a dock. I didn't buy one yet because I think I jerry-rigged one together. I bought like a 3D printed like base, and then I bought a USB-C like USB-C hub. And so now I just use this little cable, this little L-shaped cable. And so when I put it on my little dock here now,
Oh, wow. Okay.
I can just hold on,
Plug and play.
yeah, I just plug in all my stuff into that, and then that's basically my kind of like sort of jerry rigged. Not really. It looks nice enough. But JSOX also makes actual docking stations with a gigabit port on there, like a network port, which is kind of cool. And like USB connections and display port and HDMI connectors on it and stuff like that. This one comes with I think it comes with I want to say display port or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, it's HDMI.
Oh, it's at the bottom.
Yeah, it's HDMI out. So it has a couple of USB-C and USB connections on it too. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Just quick stuff. Go ahead.
That's basically what a dock station is. It's just a hub, like
Yeah,
for more port for your device.
yeah, and,
So-
and the hub works with computers too. So like I like this hub will work on my on a USB-C like laptop. So because it gives like 100 watts of power. So it's enough to power a laptop.
Oh, that's actually pretty awesome.
You know what's funny is that like even though the Steam Deck is what like you said like about $700, that's still cheaper than like a cell phone. It's about the price of like a decent laptop. So
And that's
it's probably worth the value.
and
The
that's
price.
and the $700 that's with tax included and shipping. I think shipping was free though, so that's kind of irrelevant.
And that's top of the line too.
What's up?
I said and that's like the high end model.
Yeah, I
of
got
Steam
the
Deck.
highest end model. Yeah, it's the 512 gigabyte one, and it comes with the improved the scratch proof and matte display. So yeah.
All right,
Wow.
cool.
That's actually pretty cool.
I
A
think you-
lot of stuff that you're getting for the Steam Deck. But it's cool that you're letting people know that there are options out there because some people may not know.
Yeah, I mean, I probably should just do a video on the side of just like how cool this goddamn thing is, and actually play with it more. But yeah, like just being able to play like cool games, like basically PS4, graphics games on this thing, and like I've gone over it multiple times, but having the Steam library on there and like being able to switch back and forth in between, my Steam Deck and my PC, and like having the saves go over between the two. Oh hey, Double Take is in the chat. He's asking, are we doing another drunk cast at the end of Sober October?
Ooh,
That'd
been a
be
while.
yeah, maybe. So this is the deal, man. At the end of my Sober October anyway, because I started like 2 weeks before October because I have what do you call it? A bachelor party to go to.
a bachelor party.
Yeah, in Texas, and that's at the end of I'm leaving on October 21st. So yeah, if you guys would like to see another drunk cast, I'm down to do it the week after I'm back. So
Yeah, you're gonna be messed up. You're gonna be already jacked up off of hookers and gin. And...
definitely no hookers, but yeah.
God dang.
Maybe you'll see the Donkey Show.
Oh,
I don't know
and
where that's
Vegas-
in Tijuana. We're in
Yeah, I was
Texas.
gonna say in Vegas, Donkey Show might be a little hard to come by, but I'm pretty sure they can make it work for the right price.
Yeah, actually, I've been cutting down booze for a while, but I wouldn't mind doing another drunk cast. But this time, hopefully, I won't go away and not come back and have cake.
Yeah, that was
and
all bad.
something
Yeah,
to
Kay
come
had to
up,
come in and shut it down.
so. Yeah,
And I'd be on the floor.
I-
like
I had medical issues that day, and I was drunk, obviously. So
yeah.
It's awesome.
That was funny. K-Mac reached out to me, asked me how to do it. I'm like,
He was
I'm
underneath.
I'm drunk
table.
too.
Yeah, he was underneath the table. He was oh damn.
you gotta call tech support because yeah. I was a rap.
Oh.
All right, let's wrap this up. Oh Ninja, what you got populating this weekend?
So we haven't talked about it. Andor, I've been enjoying a lot. Star Wars Andor. I've been watching a bunch of that. We're in October now, so there's a lot of stuff coming at us. The new Hellraiser is out in 2 days. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm gonna watch it. It's on Hulu, so it's gonna be cool. I already got Hulu. I'm already looking forward to seeing it. We got a new episode of She-Hulk tonight at midnight. Supposedly Daredevil's in this episode. Um, what is it? I've been doing some Destiny 2 stuff. I didn't twitch out this week's raid because Prodigy wasn't in there because it's super crazy when he's in there because he doesn't listen. So because of that, we get all kinds of calamity happening during the raid. This time we had somebody new, so it wasn't as comedic. It was a bit more chill. We'll see what happens.
I installed
next.
it. So while I was trying to get into Overwatch 2, I was like, well, fuck this game. I'm going to install Destiny 2. So it's installed.
Destiny.
Yeah. On the
Okay,
PC. Yeah.
right on. Yeah, so you have the free version, which is fine. One of the new people that we're playing with, they have the free version. Oh no, they bought one of the DLCs and they didn't realize it. So I'm like, what the hell? But it's fine. There's plenty of stuff to do. I'm pretty sure you remember how to play. There's
Yeah.
some changes.
I remember how to
Yeah,
jump. I know how to double
Yeah.
jump. That's for damn sure.
There's some pretty easy changes, and there's more changes to come in the next like 3 months, or yes, next 3 months there'll be some bigger changes. So it's fun to play. We have like a whole squad that we play with, so it's been pretty fun. It's always fun playing with other people, especially this game because you can troll other people and you don't hear them because like the audio is technically muted. You have to like turn on chat to talk shit to the other team, and nobody really does that. So. But yeah, there's some Halloween stuff. I'm trying to get into the Halloween gear. I know all of you on the podcast had watched the, maybe not Cronus, but the Haunting of Hill House. I don't know if all of you watched that.
Oh, is there another series coming out?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh
So-
man, yeah, you gotta watch
Yeah,
them. They're hella
so
good.
I'm probably gonna watch that pretty soon. I'm watching the Hellraiser. There's something else coming out. There's the Scooby Doo fiasco that everyone's talking about. Velma being lesbian, which I don't care, but I guess there's a new Scooby Doo. That's all I care about. So. That Rings of Power I'm behind on. We didn't talk about House of the Dragon. Hopefully we will by next week. We'll see. And then we're going to be raiding some more. I'm going to try to Twitch it out. Check out our Twitch channel. I will talk about the description at the end of the show. There you go.
Nice. Oh, Ninja, who you choking out this weekend, man?
You mean me?
That's him.
It's Cronus. It's not old Ninja. He just talked to old Ninja. It's okay. He's been drinking. I'm super.
Yeah.
Wait, did I say Ninja? I thought I
Yeah.
said Cronus. Okay.
It's all
Who you
good.
checking
man.
out this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going back to jiu-jitsu tomorrow, so that's always fun. But
Right
I also have a pretty major shoulder injury, so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on there. I don't know what's going on. I have to use this goddamn percussion massager every day now to like on like the hard setting. It looks like a blade I have to use to like get through like all my muscles and tendons and shit just to like move my arm around now. But I don't know if it's like I think it's from my old neck injury and it's just radiating down my arm and it's just like it's like a slow death and it sucks. But I'll get it figured out. I'll see an actual doctor and see what the hell's going on. So
Oh wow. Yeah, 'cause that could potentially mean surgery, my man.
yeah, I'm gonna try to do it without because I still have feelings in my hand. So I mean that's a good thing. But the problem is like sometimes when I try to pick shit up, like my arm kind of gets weak, and I don't like that because yeah, that sucks. Cause I need to get back into strength training, and I can't do it if I have a wonky ass arm. So we'll see. Other than that, my car is getting repaired right now because of when I came back from the wedding, I apparently ran over something and it just like tore the back of my bumper out.
The hell?
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it's getting repaired. I rented a Dodge Durango, which is it's interesting. So hopefully I get my car back soon.
You got a Hemi?
What's up? Yeah, well, it's got a V8, so but it's not. I mean, you know, my car is fast as fuck. So like going from my car to like a Durango, unless the Durango's like unless I got like a Hellcat one, like it's not gonna. There's no way it's gonna be as fast. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, cool.
that's all
Well,
I got.
for me, oh man, the internet keeps fucking blowing my brain. Like my intro to the podcast that I fucked up on, I talked about how like Slick Rick, I didn't know he was British, and like people were like, "Oh, you couldn't tell the way he raps." Like, no, I just thought that was his rapping style. Like everybody's got their stick, but yeah, that's kind of funny. But also something else I learned today was that Blues from Blues Clues is a girl, because there's a Blues Clues movie coming out, and in the trailer they say like, "Oh, and Blue clues. You get to learn how she does this. I'm like, wait, Blue's a girl? Like, holy shit, what the fuck? And because Bluey from Bluey is a girl as well too, and that blew my mind when I found that out. I was all kind of confused.
They're both Bingo and Blue are girls.
Yeah, they're both girls. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, the internet just keeps teaching me things that I didn't know I did not know. But like another thing that broke my brain too was that, okay, so the Ninja Turtles are from New York, right? But 3 out of the 4 have California accents.
Yeah,
other than Raphael.
Yeah,
but they're from New York. They should have like a New York accent.
Specifically, they're from Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, they're mutated turtles, though.
Yes, that too.
So the fact they're talking.
They have a sister now.
Is she black?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a sister in the turtles.
I think she's green.
Yeah. I guess she can use. So you know how each turtle has one fighting style. I guess she has like 2. I guess, at least in the comic that I saw, it looks like she has more than one fighting style.
But yeah. Other than that, this is another crazy thing. One of my nieces is having a baby shower this weekend, and it's ridiculous to think that she was this little kid, and now she's having a kid, and it's just. I mean, I have a nephew that had a son, but he was like 18 when I met him for the first time. Like I saw him at the band, but I saw her grow up, and the fact that she's having a kid is like it's just reminding me that we're all getting old. Like her kids is literally going to be 2 years younger than my kid, which is weird. But anyways, yeah. Other than that, yeah, just chilling. The Sweetest and I are trying to get our house painted, so. We got to go pick out some paint colors to figure out like what we're going to get our house painted color wise.
Make it blue.
Oh no, we're gonna do black and white.
Oh okay. I mean blue. I saw my house. It was. I thought
yeah.
it was
cool. Yeah, but that worked really well for your house because I was like, oh, this looks way better.
Yeah, right now our house is like a dirty white with a green. It's like an off white kind of a yellowish color and green, and like it's not the greatest, but we found a really good deal. So we're gonna hopefully get that done soon. And like this guy's like eager to paint our house, and like it's just not some random guy that we found. Like we have friends that use this person. He did a really good job for the house. They painted like 5 other houses on that same block. So this guy has a good reputation for his work. So it's not some guy we found on Craigslist.
Wait, Blue, are you part of an HOA?
No, oh hell no.
Okay, I was just gonna say, I was like, because the way you described your contract painter, I was like, usually the HOAs do that. They have the list of people they recommend. But I'm like, fucking HOA, you can't tell me what to do at my house. I pay.
Yeah, ugly. No, it's from friends. Like other people on their block use the same guy.
Okay,
like
that's cool.
Kind of name got around. But yeah, other than that, yes, just chilling. Definitely gonna watch She-Hulk probably tomorrow because that show just keeps fucking killing it. I wish I didn't know Daredevil was going to be on there, so thanks for spoiling that.
Hold on, that's all. It was in the trailer, but
I didn't see the trailer. I mean, I know he's going to be in there, but I didn't know it's going to be this episode.
The original trailer.
Yeah, I know he's going to be on the show, but I didn't know it's going to be this episode.
Oh, you can thank Entertainment Weekly because
we're thanking you because you said it. we didn't read Entertainment Weekly.
I did. So okay.
But yeah, other than that, that's it. Oninja, take us out of here.
All right. You just experienced Black and Black times Infinity.
Infinity.
The Dankest podcast on the internet. Check us out everywhere with Beathen PTI. That's BTHANPTI. We go live every Wednesday, 8:30-ish Pacific Standard Time. About to be Pacific Daylight Time real soon. Check out our official website, benhatproductions.com/BTI. You can listen to us anywhere and everywhere you listen to podcasts, BTI. We're on Facebook as well. You can email us at bthanpti@gmail.com because we have a Discord server. Let us know you want to join. Let us know who you are if you're using alias in the chat, or if you just were listening and you're like, hey, I'm a long-time listener, and join. We'll just let us know who you are, and we'll give you the invite to the Discord. There you go.
All right.
Twitch, we're Beathen BTI. There you go.
Yet many questions remain unanswered.